and he came up with like, because the bag of holdings weight capacity was like 600 pounds or something, 500.
Yeah, 500.
Like, this Gatling gun is gonna just barely fit in the bag of holding and whatever, right? And I'm fine with it, like, for like just balance reasons, but like trying to make the weight stipulation was weird because like the Galway Avenger, the gun that the A10 Warthog is built around, is a 600-pound gun.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey everybody!
Right, everybody,
welcome to episode
everybody's
19 of Descent into Avernus.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody.
I'm not Teg.
You're not Tag anymore.
I'm not. I need to switch that. I am Matthew Flowers, the Flower Boy.
Matthew Flowers.
Actually, we've been in hell so long, you might as well just be tagged now.
Probably.
Well, actually, you guys have been relaxing at the Wandering Emporium for all this time, so you've been living large.
On a spa
if you'll remember, the as we left off, the heroes, after barely surviving attempted kidnapping and of one of your allies by some hell wasps, managed to get them out, pull them back down to safety. You limped along, and over a hill and between two hills, you found yourselves at the Wandering Emporium, where you met the congenial host Mahadi, and he led you to his he introduced you into his emporium. So I'll just since it's been such a long time, I'll read you guys out the description of the area.
I just want to say that like kidnapping is a bit of a strong word because it was.
Yeah, I suppose it's not really.
He chained himself to it.
This is true. Yeah,
I grapple
literally.
hooked.
Also, I don't think it's kidnapping if
true.
if the
It's not really quite
kidnapper
kidnapping.
intends to eat them.
Yeah, that's also well. It can be though, right?
Usually they just say, the goblins have taken my daughter.
Oh no! Save them, heroes! Well, anyways, so this is the Wandering Emporium. It's a collection of brightly colored tents clustered together, creating an oasis of comfort amid the dread landscape of Avernus. Huge infernal war machines form a horseshoe around the tents, with curtains made of small rectangular iron plates and lamps dangling from chains strung between them. Soft, lilting music and wondrous smells drift across the hot winds, inviting a closer look. But within that, you guys are in the Infernal Rapture, which is Mahadi's personal inn, with any and all services that any mortal or otherwise can conceive of being available for a price, of course. So last time you paid some of your hard-won soul coins for a meal unlike any other. This meal being infused with magical charms and such, and prepared by immortal hands, it confers the same benefits as a hero's feast. So you all get that bonus.
Oh, right.
And yeah, so it is essentially you're cured of all diseases and poison, and you are immune to poison and being frightened. And you make all wisdom saving throws with advantage. And you also gain 2d10 hit points, max temporary.
Sorry, apparently that's a thing I can just click on now.
And actually, to clarify, that's not temporary health. That actually increases your max health.
Your max. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
How much was it by? Sorry.
2d10.
Aren't you rolling it?
Yeah, I suppose I could roll for all of you. Oh shit.
As long as you roll good.
2.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
All of your max health is increased by 15. And
yeah.
your current health as well. And this also counts as a long rest, so go ahead and refresh all that.
Boop, boop. Because I was fucking tapped out.
Yeah, for sure. Just a sec.
I didn't
While you
have
guys are doing
bardic
that.
inspiration. I didn't have brawling performance. I didn't have senses. I guess I never used one. Never mind. I had a shit ton of lay on hands.
Nice. That'll be useful.
But
All right, so yeah, you're still in the Infernal Rapture, and remember that you can find other services here if you can think of it. You can find it. The only question is cost. So now's your chance to do any shopping, or you can try to gather information, or whatever you would like to do. You have that option.
I believe we took
If
the
you would like
spa
to
day,
speak to-
right? So was that just the conclusion of our spa day? Is the
Yeah.
Hero's
So
Feast?
essentially, yeah. You
Okay.
you get your meal and your spa day.
Manicure, pedi.
And
mani-pedi.
that's the spa is complimentary
yeah.
with the purchase of a heroic meal.
Okay.
But if any services beyond that will likely require other forms of remuneration.
Now what did we have? I think there was like a blacksmith here, like a regular store.
Yeah, you want me to tell you the general services that are available?
Sure.
There's the fire snake forge.
Okay.
They offer various conventional forging and smithing services, but they also specialize in infernal vehicle repairs
Mhm.
and modifications. As well, there is Bernie the barber. And there are a number of other services and folks. There is Eliak, human mage, who has her own specialties and tends to keep those close to the chest, but her expertise is available for hire. And there is delivery services. There's all sorts of shops and stuff. You can basically, you name it, it's here.
Is there gambling?
Nice.
Yeah,
For
I'm sure there
the
is.
best price.
Yes, there is. Typically, the main currency around these parts is soul coins.
Soul coins, yeah.
So if you have soul coins burning a literal hole in your pocket, then that might be somewhere you could go. Just be aware that the stakes are usually quite high.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
I said
I'm gonna go inquire around and see if there's someone who can who knows anything about specialized tattoos.
I'm certain there are. Yeah.
Ones that have a little magic to aid in the application of the tattoos.
Wait, so are you looking for an enchanted tattoo?
I mean,
With infused with spells? Is that what you're looking for?
or some other kind of something similar.
That was a question. So the answer is yes. You want an enchanted tattoo?
I'm assuming something along the lines
that
of what's in Tasha's, Greg.
Yeah.
You could. I would. Are you going to ask about this? Or
Yeah. See if there's.
We don't need to roleplay that. Those types of services are likely available. To the overseer of the spa and other related services, Mortlock. You could speak to him.
Yeah.
And he could probably direct you to someone who has that expertise.
Yeah, sure. I'm
Okay.
going to.
Yes. What is it you desire?
Maybe do you have the tools necessary for a barrier tattoo?
A barrier tattoo. Are you looking for a simple protective charm?
Yeah.
Or something more potent? So I'll tell you mechanically, Greg, if you
Yeah.
want a tattoo, like a powerful enchanted tattoo, it would be something that would require an attunement slot.
Yeah. I'd figure.
Okay.
Something a little powerful.
Would you want
How bad
something to turn to harden your skin upon the harmful blows of your enemies, or do you want something to create some resistance to the maleficarium that wander these plains and their harmful magics?
I think a general, more catch-all one would be better in my thinking. Just cover all my bases.
I see. Well, I'm sure that can be arranged. Let's see. How much do you have available as far as payments? This enchantment can be made more or less potent depending on how much you have. And I'm
Pull
afraid
out
we only accept payment in the form of soul coins.
I do have other things that
He's already shaking his head. I'm afraid I must be strict about this. We only accept soul coins.
Where's the nearest ATM, as it were? The Avernus transfer
you're not
machine.
trading our fuel for a tattoo. You're not trading
What
our
if it's a
fucking
really
gas
bitchin'
for a
tattoo?
dang tattoo?
Okay,
It's an
we need
Icarus tattoo.
real quick.
It's very important.
Real quick, we need to
Okay,
do
but hear me
inventory.
out, guys. What's that over there?
What, are you
Really
gonna
quick.
steal a tattoo from him while he's not looking?
No, I'm
Just-
stealing
Yeah,
my-
they're just like the
run
sticker
over to
ones.
the table.
Duh.
Run over to the table.
Yeah, do the tattoo myself. Like, I got the stencil, huh?
Yeah, right.
We need to do inventory on that, by the way.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea because it's been long enough. You're
It's
good.
been a fucking age. I know
Yeah.
we have 2 for the car. I don't know who has it.
I have one in my hand.
You have one in your hand.
On my body.
my notes say 3 total,
3 total.
but
Knight has 1. Tim has
I
1.
So
don't
4.
have any.
D Baggins says 0.
Rachel, you had 1, right? Because you were in the engine? That's what Neko just said?
I can't
Oh, hey,
remember
Rachel.
how many. I'm not in the game yet, but I know I have at least one.
We'll just say 1.
How is it that I turn you down and you're always louder the next time I hear you?
I don't know.
It's a
Sorry,
special-
I'm not even talking that loud right now.
I know. It's the special Morley computer properties. They don't work right. They're extra loud or extra quiet. That's how it happens.
So I'm hearing 3. You guys have 3 total.
I think we have
And
3
that's
total.
after you already. Yes, after you already paid for your meal.
Yes.
I thought we were at 5 after we paid.
Where are you
I don't know.
getting 5?
You guys need to keep track of that.
I know. That's
That's
what
important,
we're doing
so-
right now. Where
Yeah.
are you getting
Yep.
5?
That's what I remember the last time when we got here. We had 7, and then we paid 2 to get in.
Yeah, and then we paid for dinner and spa. And then Steam exploded.
Yeah.
What
we
was
all
that?
got isolated and then re-put in.
Hey, who changed the name of the chat?
Weird.
Apparently, people died.
Who,
One of them was
who
me.
changed the name of the chat?
Yeah, because
Emily.
we all got kicked, and now it's got a new name.
Now it's got another new name.
I'm gonna blame Greg. Actually.
Anyways,
I am going to blame Greg because Emily just got in here. And he's being quiet.
Huh.
All right. So I think
yeah,
we
that's
are
the
at
telltale
3.
sign. Anyways, okay, what I was saying was the food was included in our stay.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was. Oh, no.
No, the spa was
the
included
heroic
with
meal
food.
was not. The spa was complimentary along with your purchase of the heroic meal.
Yeah, we bought to get
Oh, okay,
in, and we
the-
bought the
yeah.
meal. And that came with the spa.
Okay.
So we have 3. We have
We got the unlimited dining pass. I remember now.
the buffet.
The buffet.
Also, it was Greg because Emily was busy doodling on the main screen.
It wasn't me.
Greg, I can hear your fucking smile.
But it was legit. Wasn't me.
Greg, I really want to play poker with you. Bald Kate? What? Anyways. Okay, so we have 3.
Yeah.
That's just
You have 3 coins.
That's what we're gonna say right now. Knight has 1, so I guess just the party has 1. Tim is holding 1, and Rachel is holding 1. And we are not. We need 2, just so that we can at least leave this place.
Oh no, you already pay. You can leave whenever you want.
Like
there's nothing holding you
fuel
here.
wise, not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we want to be able
Can
to
we check out?
All right.
get places.
We should. What we
I
should
have
do.
2 soul coins.
No, actually, you can.
Rachel has
or
2?
You can check out, but you
Wait,
can't.
Rachel has 2.
Yeah, I
So
have 2.
that would put you at 5.
Because
I
I'm the
told you.
engine lady.
I told you.
How does
We
that put us at
discussed
5?
Everything.
That would put us at 4.
It would put us at
Why
4.
do people shit at math?
Knight, Tim, and Rachel. There's 3 people. Rachel has 2.
Yeah, it's 4.
So that it.
That's
Yeah.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, you have 4.
Anyway, so we have that clear now. I have it written down on my paper. I will keep track of this, apparently.
But yeah, you can stay. Since you've purchased entry, you can stay in the Infernal Rapture for as long as you like.
Mhm.
It's a demi-plane, so it's not subject to any of the weather or events from outside.
Okay.
And it is, as you'll recall from the rules, you were told upon entry that there's no spells, no combat allowed. They're very strict about that, and you probably don't want to know what would happen if you tried to break that
There's no Fight Club.
decree.
Linda's gone
I said
insane.
you.
Then.
I'm level 45.
I would also like to
yeah.
inquire
Well, if you're
about
level
Fight
45,
Club.
Fight Club. You're not supposed to talk about it.
I know. I'm not talking about it. I'm
Okay.
hinting about it. Hint, hint, Fight Club.
So again, I'll remind you guys because it has been a while.
Yeah.
You have been trying to find the Bleeding Citadel. That is the ultimate goal of your quest so far. You've been following the memories that Lulu has dredged up from her murky past. These memories leading you towards clues related to the fall and ultimate betrayal of mortal kind by Zariel and her ascendance as one of the Lords of Hell in Avernus. So you've been pursuing these memories, and that pursuit has led you to the Tower of the Tower of Urm, which somebody changed to the Tower of on the map.
Uh-huh.
And upon the advice of the Archmage Mordenkainen, you were directed towards the obelisk, the stone obelisk, where you were told a being resides that should be able to point you to the next step of your journey, and that's where you were going when you encountered the Hell Wasp nest.
Okay.
Baldy. The game is terrifying.
Do you guys want to play the odds and see if we can't collect a few more soul coins?
Well, that's one thing I was thinking. Also, well, we can get
I know
tattoos
I'm not.
if we have more coins.
I know I am not the best at gambling. I have played.
It's all about skill. Don't worry. I'm really good at gambling.
Baggins and I high five.
Yeah,
Chimera. So I guess we'll go back to my question now that we have this all figured out. I asked the guy because he doesn't want to trade in anything but soul coins. Is there a place that we can obtain soul coins here? Is there like a
you could ask
the
around,
Avernus transfer machine?
There's any number of beings and denizens of Avernus and other realms in this. You could probably and soul coins are the currency de facto. So if you would be willing to do stuff or perform some services for folks, I'm sure you could get some soul coins. Or or I'm sure there's various bargains or deals you could enter into to gain currency.
Mm-hmm.
There's if you can think of it, there's probably something you could finagle here.
Is there like a what's the vendor's permit? You need a vendor's permit.
To be able to sell yourself. To sell
and other things, but yes.
To sell you
would probably have to speak to Mahadi about that, because he does maintain a pretty strict control over who and what is able to sell and market their wares in the Emporium.
Okay.
Would you like to track him down?
I would love to, because I have a theory that I have something very valuable that people might like here.
Okay. All right. So you all are just still taking your leisure in the spa area. Of course.
CJ late to the game.
Matthew, you get up from the table and you work your way around. After a few minutes of searching, you find Mahadi talking with his bent down with his mouth to the ear of a large horned devil who is reclined upon a couch, and in conversation he notices your approach and motions you for you to wait a moment while he finishes his conversation.
I will patiently wait.
All right. After a minute or two, he gets up and walks over to you and says, Matthew, my friend, I trust you are having a wonderful time at my establishment.
Excellent. Your people did an amazing job with my hair. I feel completely refreshed.
Good. I'm glad to hear it.
I did have
He looks almost as young as when I met him.
I always look that good. I get very serious.
I think it's the first time I've insulted you and you've actually been insulted.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, right. What can I do for you, my friend?
Mahadi, I was talking with Blank the Tattooer, and he did not know the answer to this question. Is there a required seller's permit here, a vendor's permit? Or should I talk to you directly if I wanted to possibly sell some wares? We were looking for soul coins from just a trade-for-trade basis, inventory style.
Interesting. Well, if you wish to establish yourself as a permanent vendor in my emporium, I must insist that all such personages enter into a binding magical contract.
I was thinking more like a kiosk or like a popcorn stand. Something for like a day or two.
Would this be I see, a temporary arrangement.
Yes.
Well, in that case, I suppose I wouldn't necessarily require my typical binding. I must ask though, what is it that you intend to sell, and what is it you intend to do? I must maintain my standards within this emporium.
Yes.
As he says that, I'm like standing there all sexy, like.
And also, I do require some proceeds of any such sales to there is a portion of that must be paid to the house if you choose to sell in this area.
Matthew? He wants to sample the wares.
He wants to sample the wares. You say that, but I'm gonna say this in human, real world terms. Soul coins are like essentially every amount of currency is $100 bills, and I'm going to McDonald's for a Big Mac and paying with that.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, just speaking out of character here, if what you're looking to buy or what you're looking to sell is not, like, as you say, $100 bill, then you could probably find somebody to be willing to part with.
Well, no, like he's asking for a cut. Coins. Like if I get one soul coin, what's his cut of a soul coin? Like, is he going to be mad at me for that, or?
You would just have to bargain with him.
Okay.
If you can't split a soul coin, then maybe you could owe him a favor or something, or there's other ways that you could work that out.
Okay.
That might have to be a role playing type bargaining thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So back in character if you want.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
what is it you would like to sell, my friend Matthew?
I would like to present this very flashy. It is oh fuck, what's it called? Ballistic? Oh. Bespoke. There we go. A bespoke product of my own creation, and I whip out one of my flasks of holy water. And I assume something that is not very common here in the Hells.
Interesting. Is this blessed water?
It is.
I thought I could tell just from the glimmer. You see, yes, that is somewhat unusual in these parts. I'm certain you could find a buyer. I would not object to the sale of this around here. Just be aware that there are some of our patrons who find this type of material offensive and antithetical to their existence. So I would ask that you are conscientious to their presence when you sell this.
So you're saying don't be like a perfume salesman and just go on everybody.
Yes, that may lead to some unfortunate consequences if you were
As
to
you're saying
do
that, I am literally putting a spray bottle together with holy water in it. Oh.
Spray it right in your mouth. Oh, I have perfume. I totally have a perfume bottle.
Yeah, well, I mean, Matthew, I'm sure does. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think I stole it from somebody.
Matthew has a few because he has different smells for different times of day.
No, I think I got this perfume from the house we were in.
I mean, I have different smells for different times of the day depending on how recently I showered.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And how recently you ate beans.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Oh, that's scary for me, good sir, but I understand.
Anyways, Matthew.
Yes.
I do not object to this sale, but if you were to take that sale, I generally do not allow that type of transaction to take place within the Infernal Rapture itself. That would be more of a outer markets type thing. But I'm certain you could find buyers if that's just what you were wondering. But yes, I would allow this. All I would ask is 10% of any sales made within my markets.
And we'll discuss that pricing at the finality of the transactions.
Yes, there are open stalls available within the market, of course. If you place any currency that you may gain upon the platform made available to you within the stall, the cut will be taken automatically from that portion.
Every stall has a built-in hellish scales. That's awesome.
Yes, it does make things quite simple. So yes, you do have my blessing, provided you deal with respect and courtesy with any and all who enter here. That is my promise: safety and respect for all.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing. Linda, do you want to be my bodyguard?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I mean,
I like punching.
Promises of Mahadi notwithstanding, I mean, you are in the Nine Hells, and there are generally mortals are seen as prey creatures around here, these parts. So having a burly, scary-looking merc with you probably isn't a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I'll do that for a while if anybody else has things, because I have a plan for this.
Okay. Yeah.
Matthew,
so what is
how much are you
what is
selling
everybody else
for?
saying?
Definitely a soul coin a piece. Of course. Maybe 2 for a soul coin. We'll see.
How many do you have?
I have 7.
Okay.
I have no clue what the transfer rate would be, but I guess we'll bargain when we get there.
Yep. All right. So what is everybody else doing? Was somebody gonna try and find a game of dice?
Oh, that was also me, but I've been sidetracked.
He's trying to make soul coins so we can gamble it later.
Well, have you already left the Infernal Rapture? Probably most of the leisure and all that stuff is within the Rapture itself.
Well,
So if you wanted a game of dice, that's probably in there.
I think the plan was to get soul coins that we could gamble.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we need our fronting money.
Your seed money.
We need to keep some coins to the side because we do need to actually still travel afterwards.
Yeah. You don't want to sell the gas out of your tank, so to speak.
I am gonna ask Mojave, or whatever his name is.
Mahadi.
Mahadi.
Yeah,
Think
Mahadi.
That's what I have written down.
Mahadi.
No, it's MY space HOTTY.
Mahadi. I mean, he probably wouldn't object if you called him that, but.
All right, so my hottie is now officially his name, and I'm going to ask him how much soul coins cost in like regular money.
I don't think they have a monetary.
I'm straight up just asking him like if he's selling
them,
or if you know someone that sells them and how much they are.
He so you approach Mahadi, and he says, well, you may struggle to find somebody that's willing to exchange mortal currency for soul coins. The fact of the matter is, soul coins are the de facto rate of medium of exchange in this realm. That you might possibly find somebody to be willing to exchange mortal currency for a soul coin, but you might have to search for a while. It's generally speaking not as desirable. Consider that soul coins are both food and a power source for many beings. Simple discs of metal aren't worth as much, especially considering they're often backed by fleeting mortal governments that aren't even on this plane of existence. So bear that understanding as you search.
Noted. Okay. Do you have any recommendation? Maybe someone that you know that is willing to part with soul coins?
I suppose I could. I'm sure I have some mortal friends in this establishment that might be able to accommodate your interest. Would you like me to introduce you?
Yes, please.
Of course. Yes. Please follow me. Teabag.
I put my hood up so I can look more intimidating, but really I just look like a small kid who's lost.
Yeah. And on that note, I probably didn't think this through, but I gotta pee really bad. All right, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Damn it, Laura.
She's upset.
He's playing on the floor. Gonna have a hard time rolling over though. Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything more we can do with the title.
You got
Baldi's Scat 3 Descent into Ananus.
It's perfect.
I mean, you could just take away the 2.
What two?
Descent into Anus. Ananus. I don't know.
You would say it into an anus.
Into
I
an
thought
anus.
about like trying to put a space in between D
Alright.
and scent.
Oh, come on. Stupid chair.
Descent. You can just put an apostrophe over there.
Okay.
I
All right.
settled for just drawing the anus.
All right. So T-Bagans, you're following Wahadi.
Yes.
He leads you through the wandering or the infernal rapture, and you find yourself approaching an area that it's you see glass files, you see there's a bubbling cauldron, and in front of you is a humanoid figure who is working at a bench top. You see vials of dark bubbling liquid on a stand in front of her, and Mahadi says to the form, "Eliak, I've got a little friend for you. Would you mind tearing yourself from your experiments and coming and saying hello?" The form grunts and says, I suppose. Turns to you, and to your surprise, you notice that this what presumably at one point was a human woman seems to have run afoul of some dark magics. Her arms, rather than bone and sinew, are formed from tentacles, from which that sort of meld together into a semblance of hands and fingers. These arms extend out some 5 feet each, and her face seems vaguely cracked in a strange fashion, and you notice the striking absence of ears. There's not even like any ear holes, but she seems to be watching your face intently. As said, Mahadi says, "Well, I'll let you two converse, and I must attend to some of my other guests, but I hope you're able to find equitable arrangement. Good luck."
Thanks, Marty.
Anytime.
Man, he's such a nice guy.
He's all right. He's done well by me.
Anyways,
what can I do for you? I'm quite busy with my experiments. You see.
I see that. So I won't bother you for too much longer. Mahadi, I just inquired with Mahadi about whether or not there are some individuals that would be willing to separate themselves from some soul coins for possibly some work or for an exchange of mortal currency. And he led me to you as possibly one of those people.
Ah, yes. Well, I am always in need of material for my experiments. You see, I am researching the effect of demonic ichor upon the flesh and hides of mortals. Unfortunately, my research has led me into some troubles, as you can see, and she gestures with her arms. I've been attempting to work upon it.
I've seen that before.
You have?
Not precisely that, but the effects of ichor on someone else.
You have indeed. Please describe this. What exactly happened?
Now. Information is a currency. Maybe that's the material I could trade you.
This is true. Let me see.
Better yet, I could even bring him here.
That would be most interesting. I'm certain that any valuable research information or this could definitely be arranged. Is your friend nearby?
He certainly is. You don't mind giving me a few minutes, and I shall return.
Yes, of course. And
is there anything else that you might potentially need? I'm out.
Yes, of course. Yeah, if you were to bring me a vial or two of demonic ichor, I'm certain I can find. I'm certain one of my soul coins may find its way into your pockets. If you could supply me with some of that material.
Actually, let me check my inventory. I think I actually had some of that. I thought I did. I'll check
one of
notes.
you guys, yeah, check your notes because I remember because you actually did encounter that. Remember, when you were working.
I think
for
I capped a couple.
Yeah, so you might actually have some too.
Yeah, it's on one of my notes. It's right here.
Okay. Do you have like a flask?
Yeah, I have a flask, a single flask. So.
Okay, so you pull out your flask and you see her eyes light up, and you note with the start that her eyes are one of her eyes is vertically slitted, while the other appears to be a normal human eye. She says, "Ah, yes, that is. I believe that's the stuff. Yes, if you were to bring your friend over and that I might talk with him a minute and read and document his experiences, I think I might be able to pay you."
Noted. All right, and then I'm like, I put the ichor away. I'm like, I'll bring him and the ichor back. That way, the exchange can happen at once. Make it easy.
Certainly. And she turns back to her work.
All right. I'll go to Matthew.
Okay.
Who I'm 100% sure is wearing rose-colored sunglasses.
Oh yeah, my eyes glow red now, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I'm like,
what is
Yoo-hoo.
Tim? Yeah. What are you doing around this time? Emily, you're hanging out with Matthew, right? And Rachel,
Yep.
I need to know what you're doing too.
Gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I think Dave's just marveling at the fucking. Dave's just wandering in awe.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the inside of the Infernal Rapture, it is truly impressive by anyone's standards. It is bigger on the inside of the tent. Like the tent just looked like a normal tent, right? But this is like clearly to you, it is some sort of magical construct because you can't really see the roof of it. It just kind of extends into this white nothingness. But then all around you extends just a network of stalls and canopied platforms and such. It's all very. It actually is a strange idyllic nature to it that's kind of juxtaposed from all the devils and famed creatures that reside in it. There's also just as many normal-looking humanoid type creatures. You recognize several of many different races as you stroll through. Generally speaking, they avoid your eyes as you stroll past. Occasionally, there's a challenging glare. Because they're what? Oh, your eyes? Yeah, yeah.
I get that a lot.
You get that a lot, probably. Yeah. But actually, believe it or not, you're not too out of place. There isn't too much extra notice that you find yourself. You're actually fewer heads are turned towards you than you would normally expect. Probably because this is a anyone is welcome type scenario. So.
I'm not the strangest thing they're gonna see all day.
Exactly. Is there anything you were looking for in this bizarre of bizarres?
Not really.
Hey.
You're not Emily. Get out.
What? What's?
Emily. CJ, get the fuck out. I invited Emily here.
No.
Okay, Emily, I'm gonna use the megaphone voiceover thing. I just want to make sure that I don't blow people's eardrums out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hello, my name is Tyler.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Hello.
It's fine.
Just testing
Come
something.
hang out with all the cool kids.
I can hear
He's
myself.
testing something for,
okay.
for when
Later. Okay.
Ding dong.
So, so is Rachel online? Like, did she disappear? Where?
Sorry, I'm
She's
fighting with
she's in voice
audio
chat.
stuff.
Oh, okay. So, what is Adalian doing right about now?
I don't know, probably just trying to process this place because there's a lot of like luxurious things and she doesn't understand things like luxury.
Yeah. I suppose you were raised in this kind of aesthetic, or is that the right word? Monk monastery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what's this? What's this? What's that do? What's the purpose?
Right.
What is a dingle hopper?
Hmm.
Ooh, that's pretty fringe stuff there, Linda, a dingle hopper. Actually, I'm getting feedback from somebody.
It was Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Gonna
What's that?
See if I can't find some kind of artificer.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah.
you know,
You could
yeah.
make your way towards the. You could make your way towards the Fire Snake Forge.
And I'm going to see if I can't.
Come on.
Trey. In exchange for some time spent helping helping out at the forge. Seeing if I can't trade that time for some kind of item or like a soul coin.
Okay, so you have like 9 strength, right?
Say, Greg, aren't you some kind of wizardy type?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm, I
They're
do.
gonna bully you with their pecs.
Okay, well I'll just tell you
I
what. So
still have.
you make your way to the forge. In front of you, you can feel the air become measurably warmer as you approach this corner of the infernal rapture, and you see nearby this area. You see more of a preponderance of fiendish types who clearly enjoy the heat. So there's more of these. As you get closer, you see three. You see 3 of these creatures at the forge. They're all working together, stoking away. One of them hammers at some piece of metal. They're all working at various pieces of armor and projects. And you approach, the clangor of metal on metal seems to be dampened within a sphere around the forge. But as you make your way inwards, the sound grows dramatically but louder as you pass through this threshold. And one of the beings turns to you and says, "Yes, mortal. What do you want? I am Raz."
He seems nice.
Yeah. Is there are you the lead tinkerer or artificer of this?
A tinker? What do you take us for? We are the finest of craftsmen.
I have a bit of
You got like
design.
6 or 7. You got like 6 or 7 ums to each word, and it's driving me crazy.
I have a bit of a mechanical way of thinking myself, and but I am running short on my soul coin supply, and I was wondering if I might apply some of my learning in exchange for some kind of.
Okay, all right. Well, out of character, Greg, your character isn't an artificer. Like, what are you getting at here?
Want to see if I can't,
Okay, all right. I won't stop you. All right, so actually roll charisma.
like just a straight roll, or
Yeah, charisma. Okay.
Wah.
You got a 1.
yeah.
All right, so Roz looks you up and down, says, "I think not. My brothers and I are engaged upon an important project. We have been hired to create this piece here, and we cannot set aside that time to work on other projects." And is that all, or would you like to engage our services for something?
Not right now. I think I might have to procure a soul coin or 2 before I hire your services.
Yes, please do. And if that is all, I shall turn back to my work. And he turns away from you and begins hammering at that piece again. Okay. So Tyler, we got Matthew and Linda. Are you guys going to? So are you guys leaving the? All right, I'm turning that down.
Sorry.
It's okay. Are you guys leaving the Infernal Rapture?
I go wherever Matthew does.
Yeah, as soon as I was done with that conversation, I'll go to wherever this stall is.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay. I'll be the stall. Okay.
Well, so the free stalls he mentioned are out in the market proper. They're not in the Rapture. Just to be absolutely clear. And you can't go back in unless you want to pay more soul coins.
Oh. So if we go out, then we're done for the day.
Yeah.
Worth it.
It's charged upon entry, the soul coins.
Okay. Right. Okay, and I don't have any. I wanted to. Well, I guess now that we know that information, Linda, if you do not want to come with me.
Well, actually,
I'm
I think T Bagans approached you. T Bagans, did you want to talk to Matthew about something?
Yeah.
So,
I catch you before you head outside.
okay.
Gross. The short one.
Matthew, buddy, pal,
What's up?
friend.
Hi.
I need to borrow you for a moment.
Bye.
You will see.
I have a lot of work to do. Like,
This will
gonna
get
be
us a
quick?
soul coin. Yeah, it'll be short.
a soul coin?
Well, I mean, it'll get me a soul coin. So.
All right.
Yeah, he's gonna be selfish. Don't follow him.
So, I bring Matthew up.
Mhm.
Like, all right, so I got my buddy here. He's still wearing the sunglasses, I assume.
But yeah. So you bring Matthew with you back to Eliach.
Now about that price, was it a soul coin for the Icker and a soul coin to do research?
Oh, you have to talk to her.
That's what I'm asking her.
Okay. So, depends on what I'm able to gain from my conversation with your friend here. But I'm sure a soul coin might weigh on the balance with all of it, all told.
All right, you heard her. I put down my Icker. I'm like, you can just give me the soul coin now for my part, and then if he gives you enough, you just pay him another one.
She kind of eyes you and says, well, let's not be quite so hasty with that. Let me talk to your friend here first.
All right, hold on. Matthew, take out the sunglasses.
I don't think I'm wearing sunglasses. I blink.
we made the joke that you're wearing rose-colored sunglasses because it's Matthew Flowers.
Yeah, you're like Cyclops, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so Matthew, you see this robed form before you with the tentacle arms coming towards you. These arms reaching out towards you. It's like, may I inspect you?
Sorry, Matthew zoned out for a second there. What was happening? T Baggins?
Did you miss all of this?
Just say yes.
Did you miss all this?
I was kind of writing. I have a speech.
Oh.
What am I looking at, creature?
Anyway. She's a scientist with quotes. And she has tentacle hands.
Okay. Humanoid.
Yeah,
tentacle
she
hands.
appears. She appears to be a somewhat squat human woman,
Mhm.
or at least she was at one point. In the place of arms, she has these long tentacle things that sort of bear a vague resemblance to the sinew and muscle that make up a normal arm, except they're tentacles.
Well, for some reason, a salamander was on my screen, and I thought it was a salamander with tentacle hands, and I was very scared. Okay.
No, that was from the Forge.
Okay, cool. I will submit to this test. No orifices, please.
She had some issues running with some Icker, So I was like, oh yeah, I happen to know someone that had a run in with Iker.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yes, I can.
The orifice thing stands.
You okay? I perfectly understand, my young friend.
Mhm.
And her hands, if you want to call them that, reach out and kind of lightly touch over your face. The gentle patter. You expected some cold, clammy feeling, but it's actually the tips of the fingers are quite warm and actually pleasantly dry. They move over and gently push and poke at around the area around your eyes, just gently probing. Says it seems she's talking to herself almost. It seems that the tissue is mostly normal. There seems to be some kind of resistance effect that must have closed in around the transformation section. Yes, it must be interesting, most interesting. But please, young one, tell me, do you have any affinity for the divine arts?
I do.
Interesting. Yes, I see. This might be. Yes, I could make use of this. Yes, this is. So, explain to me exactly how did this transformation take place? Explain to me the circumstances.
There was this extremely heavy pot, and it dropped, and then something exploded, and now my eyes are red.
long story short, we were doing a job
I got the clap.
for Mordecai. It was to get, yeah. He got the demonic version of gonorrhea.
In my eyes, it's the worst.
Oh, believe me, if you had,
I mean, there was some really bad irritation.
Excuse me.
If you had giga gonorrhea, you would know it, my friend.
Giga gonorrhea.
Oh, the old GG.
Yeah, that's why.
No,
that's why they call it
he's
the
actually-
GG. If you've got it, you're gone. GG. But
Well,
anyways,
as you know, he's actually immune. I mean, I like pull out his character sheet. It says right here. I mean,
Oh, yeah, I'm actually. Yeah.
yes. Well,
Matthew
giga
Raw Dogs
gonorrhea
it.
isn't so much a disease as it is a fully realized demonic entity that tears you apart from the inside. So yes, you would know if you had it. But anyways,
that's why
yes,
he
this
said the
is
orifices.
yeah. Well, thank you for that. But for the warning, at least. Yes. To my swell friend here, this is quite valuable information. I did not suspect that that a link to a higher a celestial being might actually perform this level of protection. I have seen other professedly divine beings be twisted beyond recognition by the effects of this. So perhaps it is a matter of degrees, or even still, there is some level of personal resistance that might be gleaned from this person. So, yes, I believe this information, along with the Ica you have provided, will warrant the payment of a soul coin. My friend, what is your name? I regret to say that I did not ask for it. She's talking to you, Matthew.
Matthew Flowers.
Matthew Flowers. It seems that both you and I share some amount of the same affliction. Is this not true?
I would assume.
Yes. Well, I am bending my mind and my resources upon finding a cure for this ailment. Might I propose some form of alliance to further the purpose of freeing ourselves from this burden?
Yeah, that would be great. Do you have your notes ready? Because I can tell you what I've already tried.
Yes, of course. Let me pull out a new quill. And she, her arm kind of like noodles over without looking, into a drawer of her cabinet and pulls out a fresh quill. So, yep, yes, please. Go ahead. I am ready.
I have invoked the power of protection from good and evil, and your basic run-of-the-mill healing spells. And I have also tried to utilize my druidcraft to see if I could cleanse it. And then on top of that, I poured holy water in my eyes. And that did nothing.
So I must say I'm not surprised that your druidcraft did not affect it. At its most fundamental nature, demonic ichor is a thing of chaos, almost antithetical to the ordered nature of the craft of the land itself.
It was kind of a no-loss situation, so I just figured I'd try.
I understand. I have myself tried everything that I can think of. So you mentioned this you used holy water. And did you at what points after the application of the ichor did you use this?
Within minutes.
Was it immediately after?
Yeah.
Within minutes?
I think so. Or seconds. Pretty sure it happened. Like it happened, and I went and then I poured holy water in my eyes.
Within seconds. I see. Yes.
We'll
that may actually be what halted the progression of the transformation. That combined with your affinity for the celestial. I unfortunately I don't think that this seems to be a way forward for a cure, as it seems that I hazard to presume that you have tried this after the transformation took place and it had no effect.
No.
You have not.
I don't think so.
No,
okay.
I think he just did it immediately and then never again.
Yeah, it's expensive. I'm not gonna just continue to
understand.
Bathe myself.
I would hazard to guess that with the application being immediately after the transformation began, I doubt that it would have any further effect. I would not recommend using any more of your rare and difficult to obtain blessed water on this. But if you were, Matthew, if you were to bring me any information or that you may find upon your travels about this, or if you are able to find any others that are affected in this fashion, and either send them my way or gather from them any information that you can, I believe that together you and I can be free.
Well, that would be great. I will send a bird your way when I learn any more information, and I don't know how you contact me, but assuming you're always here.
Yes, I do work in the capacity of enchantress for my friend Mahadi.
Cool.
So anywhere that you may find the Wandering Emporium, you may also find me.
Excellent.
In addition, if there is any service you require of me in accord with our partnership, I may offer that to you with a discount.
Excellent. I will have to think upon that.
Yes, of course.
I can't think of anything right now.
Yes, well, if you ever do, I am here.
Sounds good. Sorry, I have kind of a plot brewing that
yes,
all my attention is focused on.
Yes,
but,
of course.
I will keep in contact. Thank you.
Yes.
What was your name again?
Yes.
So I may write it down in my notes.
You may call me Eliach.
L-E...
If you want the official spelling, it's Elliach.
That was kind of close.
I just wrote down tentacle lady, but all right.
Okay. All right. So that's and she does T. Bagans. She hands you a soul coin.
Mm-hmm.
For in payment for both the information and the demonic kicker.
I put it in my pocket.
He's keeping it for himself. That selfish little selfish.
Is Linda here? She's just been standing behind me the whole time.
Linda's just been standing there the whole time. Arms crossed, just staring.
It's like picking her nose.
But, I told you, Linda goes wherever Matthew does.
But instead of staring at what's her face, who's like groping over all over Matthew, she's staring at me the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like watching the halfling.
Like I'm watching you.
It's not the shady like tentacled dark mage that you're suspicious of.
No, she's probably a friend in another life. But the halfling, you can't be friends with halflings.
Only because they only have half a heart.
Wait, is
You
she
can never trust
You know
arcane
what they
or
say? The
religious?
closer you are to the ground, the closer you are to evil.
They're half-hearted and everything.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So I put my soul coin away.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else anybody would like to do in the Infernal Rapture before you guys leave?
I'm not allowed to punch things, so no.
I kind of want to wait until we.
But
Oh
are
yeah,
you allowed to toss
no, but we never
things?
asked if there was Fight Club.
And
I say
kinda
we send the
wanna,
halfling.
You could talk to Mahadi.
You hope you realize it's like always the same people that are asking questions, so we're all like, Mahadi.
Misty.
Like I imagine at this point he's like, oh
What?
god, not those people. He's like trying to hide.
He's you get the vibe that
He is a
he's a
businessman.
very conscientious host, and he's a businessman, and he's understanding, and that
Oh, I do
His-
need to find him and thank him for giving me the hookup. So
yeah, sure. And he has a tendency to be where he's desired. So as you turn around, he's
I will literally
standing
say,
there.
man, I wish Mahadi was here, and then I
Yeah,
turn
turn
around,
around.
oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Uh-huh.
He gives you a wink to beg and says, "Indeed, I am here. What can I do for you?"
First of all, thank you. And I reach out my hand to give a handshake.
He nods graciously. He said, "Oh, only elbow bumps. You never
Oh,
know."
right.
Right.
We're in hell. I forget.
There's a pandemic going on in hell right now.
Yeah, I heard about
elbows-
the good old
elbows
GG.
only.
Yeah, the good old GG.
the gig of gonorrhea.
Yeah. You can never be too careful, you know.
Wear your masks, everybody.
Yep.
Wear your anal masks.
Oh God.
Linda, those are called pants.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. So Mahadi says, "Anytime, my friend. I aim to serve."
Of course, if you know anyone that needs any help with the services that I provide, just point them my direction, or vice versa.
Mahadi like M. Gustav of the Grand Budapest Hotel in another life.
That's actually that's pretty much what he is. Yeah. No, really. Like he's like the concierge and the host and the owner all in one.
Weren't we gonna try and sell some holy water for soul coins?
I think Matthew has burned something up in that respect.
Yes.
But is there anything you guys would like to do in the Infernal Rapture while you're still there?
Well,
Not
here's
until
what
I
Matthew
get
will
some more-
propose real quick.
Sure.
All I need is Linda for security. I need Thorgrim for pyrotechnics, and myself. So everybody else can stay inside. And
Okay.
like if we don't come in after a while, we're not coming back in, and we'll spend the night in the car.
Hey,
If people
you
want to
guys-
stay.
or you could just try to work it out with Mahadi that since you guys are working for him in this weird situation, that he allows you just back in after the days of sales.
I mean, yeah, aren't I paying him 10% to go outside of his establishment? Like, why do I have to pay him? If
Well,
I'm outside of the establishment?
I'll just refresh you guys that when
Yeah.
he let you in, he made it clear that you're free to leave at any point, but
Uh-huh.
then you don't get entry again unless you pay again.
Yeah.
It's pretty strict. That's just a refresher of what he already told you.
Well, no. What I was saying is because now we're making a deal with him.
No,
that,
I
that
understand.
Matthew,
Right.
that
like
Matthew should try to add that to the deal.
You could try to convince him, but he was pretty explicit when he let you in that that's how the establishment worked.
Okay, I guess I'll go talk to Mahadi as well. We'll go ask
Sure.
about Fight Club and a change
So actually,
to the deal.
you were as I got you and T Bacons were pretty close to each other, so he is actually right next to you right now.
I look down. Let's go talk to Mahadi.
I'm like sitting there talking with Mahadi, and you're like, "Oh shit."
Yes, Matthew. Oh well, those glasses were hiding some stunners. I see. Very nice.
He looked into the sun for a little too long.
I
It's okay.
cough.
Ah, that's truly a shame. Anyways,
what can I do for you?
Well, my friend Teabags here had a question for you.
Oh yes.
yes.
Fight Club. You have one.
I regret to remind you that any form of combat or conflict is strictly forbidden within the.
Oh, hold on. I'm not talking about like normal stuff. This would be like for sport, like people that are willing to just fight each other for fun.
Or like thumb
Yes,
wrestling.
no,
wagers.
I believe I understand what you're getting at, but I must regret to inform you that any form of conflict of the sort is strictly prohibited.
Roman Greco
There is
wrestling.
no such conflicts. The unfortunate reality is that with the passions and inclinations of some of our clientele, it is essentially impossible to participate in such conflicts without one party or the other getting eaten. So they have since been explicitly disallowed within the bounds of my emporium.
And my question was maybe a little change of the deal on our vendor's permit. So I think I misunderstood you when you first said it, that you wanted me to go outside of the emporium to do the sales with the rest of the group.
Well, I believe I mentioned that that type of sale must be done in the outer markets.
Yes.
If you wish to sell within the Infernal Rapture itself, I require magical binding contracts that's a little more involved than should be casually entered upon.
Okay, but assuming I go out there, I'm still paying you.
Here. You realize this is a paladin, right? That's all he does. It's all willy-nilly. Yes, Magic Sky Daddy, I'll do whatever you ask for magic powers.
Exactly.
At what point do you become a warlock for that, though?
But
all right, yeah. Finish your thought, Matthew.
You want me to go outside your jurisdiction, but you want me to pay you a tax?
Well, this entire emporium is mine.
But I'm leaving the emporium.
However, no. This the outer markets are still part of the emporium. This area
I was confused on
reside
boundaries.
upon.
Okay.
Yes. Well, the emporium itself includes any number of markets and such. However, the most elite and potent of my assistants are exclusively within the Infernal Rapture.
Now, I have a bargain for you. Or not a bargain, but an offer.
Do you? Please tell. This will. I'm sure this would be interesting.
Let's say we increase your cut to 50%, and I get free entry back in, along with the companions I bring with me, or you allow us to do it in here. Either or.
Well, if you are selling what I think you're selling, this being the holy water,
the holy water.
I must think that it's unlikely that you would overcome the value of 2 soul coins, which is the required admission. I must be unflinching in my application of this fee. It's part of the egalitarian nature of my establishment that we do not charge more or less depending on your source of origin
or your wager. We'll go with the original agreement. I'll go out and I won't come back in without paying. But you seem to throw a little bit of doubt on my salesmanship. I get more than 2 soul coins. You let us back in for free. For 1 day.
As I see it, that would essentially be no different from... Generally, I don't enter into this type of bargain. I don't really understand what I stand to gain here. I don't doubt that your ability to sell these items. I just question whether your proposed additional 5% upon your deal would overcome any
well, I guess
the value of these.
I only gave myself a benefit there. If I win, you let us back in. If I lose, we put your cut up to 50%. How about that?
So if you fail to sell 2 soul coins worth of this, then I would
more
guess
than 2
half
soul
of
coins.
whatever the.
You'll be getting a soul coin if I lose, at the very least. Just
And
a
if
free
you
soul
win,
coin.
then and if you manage to sell more than 2 soul coins worth of goods, then you gain admittance.
Admittance, which is only 2, so, and also it's admittance. Like, you're not losing anything on admittance.
Except for the 2 soul coins that you would have paid.
Well, yes, but that's a gimme. You're charging tickets at the door, but, like, you know, is it actually worth 2 soul coins, or is that just the Costco exclusive club?
My friend, I must, I suppose I must unveil some of the workings behind this abode of mine. There are potent magics and other such accords between beings that I care not mention. But this price upon entry is most necessary for the upkeep and safety of all who enter within. So it is generally not negotiable.
Oh, I see. Okay, so just the term soul coin transfer has to occur for us to enter safely into your abode.
Yes, I'm afraid that the presence of this power has bearings upon whether you make it into the infernal rapture or are jettisoned into airs where I know not.
Gotcha.
I think that you would probably not appreciate that.
Okay.
Which is generally why I do not bend upon these rules.
Sounds good.
However, that is not to say that I can't enter into some sort of friendly wager. Let us say this: if you succeed, I will offer you a discount on your next meal. How does that sound?
There was 2 soul coins for that, right?
Indeed.
If I succeed, that happens. If we fail, are we going with the, or what is your offer on?
If you fail, let's just say a soul coin. But I'm curious to see how this goes. Honestly, I believe this. I wouldn't be surprised if you were to succeed. But then again, I would not miss. I would not. I would love your presence within these walls again. So even if I were to fail in this wager, that would mean that you would once more grace the threshold of my establishment. So that would not be a loss in my book. So I am amenable to this deal. It is just that I am unfortunately unable to move upon the price of entry, as I hope you understand.
For sure. No, I think we'll just go with the original deal today. I don't think the
straight 10%.
Straight 10%. I think that'll work for us for today, and we'll see what opportunities unveil themselves in the future.
Yes, of course. That is always the way out in the outer markets. Best of luck to you. Are you and your fellows taking your leave at this time?
The 3 of us are. I looked at not this third. There's the magic startery one.
First of all, I am totally magic. Watch my magic powers.
And he disappears.
I'm like, watch as I disappear, and then I'm like, wait, what's that over there? And I run away the other direction.
What's a clever little fellow you have there.
Yeah.
And Linda,
I would roll for stealth, but he's doing it for the jokes, not for actual time to hide.
He's and Mahadi's rolling with it.
Actually, Mahadi would just 100% roll with it as a guest. He's like, oh, where did he go? He's so lost.
Right. He also says,
and Linda, I have seen what you can do with those fists. I do not doubt that they carry a magic all on their own. I wouldn't want to cross fists with you. Yes, probably you would. But yes, if you seek to go out into the buckets, you have my blessing. Best of luck. I'm sure you will do quite well.
Okay. And I will go try to find Thorgrim and tell everybody that I'm leaving with the others. And if we don't see you in, say, 3 hours, that we're sleeping in the car.
Okay.
If they decide to sleep in there or not.
Yep. I will remind you that if you want to, you can stay as long as you want in the Infernal Rapture, but all of the food and services do cost soul coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I have to go pick up something to eat.
Oh, IRL. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We don't need you anymore. Get out of here, CJ.
Hooray!
But
We'll just pretend that you're stealthed near the stall where they're selling things. Just like waiting to shank somebody that tries to rough you up.
I was actually gonna do some shopping.
Oh,
just 'cause
sure.
I don't have any like baller weapons or armor, so.
Yeah. Actually, there is the Fire Snake Forge. They do offer potent weapons and equipment.
Yeah, so that's where I'll be. Hopefully, I'll be back before everyone decides to leave. So.
Okay, and even if we are, we can catch you up. So don't worry about that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay. See you soon.
Bye.
All right. So, Dave, what are you all doing? And also Adalian. Is Adalian still just kind of overwhelmed by the whole experience?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dave's a caretaker, not a shopper.
You're sort of wandering around, and actually, you find your way into you're walking past a stall where there's a ornately carved chair. There's on the ground around it. There's small piles of hair. There's what that looks like almost like tendrils of tentacles or some sort. But looking up, you see a friendly-looking woman, apparently human. She says, hello, Dave. Nice to see you. Can I interest you in a haircut?
I don't know you.
Yes. How silly of me. I'm Bertie. I'm Bertie the barber. It looks like you've had a rough time of it recently. Am I right in saying so?
All right, I'm like half burnt still.
Yes. Yeah, that does tend to happen down in these parts. You're not the first person I've seen walking around that could use a primp and a quick haircut. If you'd like to sit, and she walks up to you and she putting a hand on your shoulder motions to the chair. If you'd like to sit down, I could fix you right up. I give you a spiffin cut, the best you've ever had.
I mean, that sounds like a great offer, but like I don't want to cut into our fuel supply for a haircut.
Oh, I don't take part in any of that soul coin nonsense. Have no fear, my friend. Please, take a seat.
Seems like something I shouldn't trust. All right, yeah.
Excellent. She plops you into the chair, bustles over to the table and begins mixing in a mortar and pestle some materials. A froth begins to form inside the bowl as she whips up some shaving cream, and she says, "So, what takes you into these parts?" And she puts like a bib around you, around your neck and covering your cloak and such.
Well, we are hoping to free a whole city. I don't mean like a city's population. I mean like physically a city.
Indeed. Wow, that sounds like quite an endeavor. I wish you the best of luck in that. It must be quite a struggle. Generally speaking, physical objects down on this plane tend to want to stay where they are. So I'm sure you've got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, thinking about just getting a big hacksaw.
A big hacksaw. Yes, indeed. Just free it
Like,
from the. Free it from
Definitely
it.
there's magics involved and whatnot, but like, think about just cutting the fucking chains.
Yes, well, that would likely do the trick.
Wishful thinking, but man, I'm not gonna wish hard.
Yes, well, you know what they say. Wishes are fishes unless you're a 9th level archmage. You can cast 9th level spells. Wait, it says your connection to the server is interrupted.
What?
Are you guys still online?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I am.
Hello.
On roll 20 though. Are you guys still
Nothing
good at roll
changed.
20? Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed for me.
Weird.
I haven't seen
Okay.
any change.
Oh shit! Have you guys been? Oh man, sorry. I didn't realize I had you guys on the start page this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
My
it's
bad.
so well decorated now.
Oh god. Holy shit.
He
That's
hasn't seen
beautiful.
it this whole time. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine.
All right. So you're talking with Bernie. Yes. Well, if it is chained down here, then yes, removal of those chains might do the trick. But what do I know? I'm just a barber. Well, you do seem a little burnt and such. What? I must ask you, what type of cut do you prefer? You name it. You name it. I know it.
Out of my eyes.
Out of your eyes, yes. Of course.
I have a rather large family, and I don't spend a lot of time grooming. It's all an efficiency thing. So like, you do you.
She says, yes, all your brothers. It must be difficult to feed that many mouths. I can understand any troubles you put yourself to, but just remember that there's always a way. You don't let it weigh down upon you. So, and this is as she's working on you. You see little tufts of hair fly away. And you feel as she works that it feels like you feel a little lighter, whether it's the hair or the something else. But she says, just you may find that you you may feel like you need to stoop to certain actions to get to feed your friends and or to protect your friends and feed your family, but just know that there's always somebody out there to help. Don't hesitate to ask. You need not necessarily work with those that may not necessarily have your best interest at heart, despite what power or gifts they are willing to give at the moment. There is always something behind that you know not what it truly costs. And then she steps back and she says, "There, don't you feel better?" And she holds up a mirror to you. And looking
I think I do. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Anytime, my friend. And she, looking into the mirror, you actually can tell that the burns on your face have faded somewhat. You can still see that the skin is kind of tight, but there's no longer this kind of angry swelling where it used to be. So this you had the curse that reduced your charisma rolls for personal interactions.
Mm-hmm.
That is now gone.
Sweet.
So Dave, I'm afraid I have many other customers to work with, but if you ever need somebody to talk with, or if you ever need a piece of advice, you can find me here. I'm always around.
All right. Well, thank you. It was good to meet you.
Yes. Likewise, just remember that you have allies in places you may not expect. Do not think that you are alone ever. All right. So you step away, and as you move away, you experience this strange moment where what were you doing? You can't quite remember what you were just doing just a moment ago. You think you were walking past a table. You remember seeing that hobgoblin that you passed just a moment ago. You look back and you see that same one. He glances at you for having passed him, but you can't quite recall what you were doing just now. And kind of shaking your head, you're momentarily confused to find that your hair has been clipped, and you touch your face. There's no pain. Huh?
Weird.
That's
I
odd.
check my pockets.
You check your pockets. Yeah. And
Son of a bitch, I've been robbed and they cut my hair.
Everything seems to be in place. There's even that favorite piece of lint you've been saving ever since Baldur's Gate. But that's odd.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess
So,
I will continue with my wandering.
Yeah.
Until I,
well, actually,
just now it's less wandering and like pacing. Try it like when you walk into a room and forget why you got there.
yeah, sure. You're,
So I'm
you're
just trying to like step in the right spot to get that thought back in my head.
Right. Okay. Actually, Dave, as you travel forward, you see a group of your friends standing near the entrance to the thing. It seems like Matthew, Linda, and T. Bagans are all speaking, and you also see Thorgrim kind of in the same group, but kind of staring around, not really quite keeping track of the conversation. So, what is your guys' plan? You're all speaking right now.
Huh? Well, I think I just tell them that I'm going outside of the map. Sorry, I just found another hidden secret on the map. It gave me pause. Bilbo Blando.
What?
I'm actually going to save this map, you guys, with all the changes you made, and once we're done with our campaign, I'm going to post it on the D&D subreddit.
You should print it out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Who did Bilbo Blando?
I don't know, but I was going to do a
Where
Monty
is it?
Python joke down here, and it's already taken. Yeah, so I just explained that I'm leaving with Thorgrim and Linda, and if the other three would like to stay here for a while, that's fine. If we're not back in 3 hours, we'll see you in the car when you guys leave, or maybe we'll come back if I make enough money. Sound good?
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are going to leave the you're going to leave the Infernal Rapture.
Yeah.
You're still staying in the Emporium, just not in the
Yeah.
Rapture anymore.
I think that was
Yeah.
the language that was
Okay.
confusing me.
Yeah. I may have said it backwards at one point. That
That's
probably
fine.
didn't help things.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you all step out, the posse, and you make your way to an open stand that is currently unoccupied. You're right between two different cellars.
Mhm.
One of them is a large ogre-like creature with some fearsome war paint. He seems to have a single apple on the counter in front of him.
Okay.
He doesn't have any sort of sign or anything or any sort of advertisement. He just kind of stares at everybody that walks past him. And then on the other side of you, you have a strangely lumpy creature, wearing a large, thick robe, but there is protruding bumps and such, and you even see movement from within the cloak. But all that you can see outwardly is a long green nose protruding from the cover of the hood. And there's a series of like strips of what look like dried meat and such
Excuse me,
hanging from within its stall.
Zoom tight.
So the open stall that you find is between these two.
Okay. I would like to spend about a half an hour of prep on my stall.
Okay.
Linda, you can just act scary or you can go shopping. I don't care.
Linda doesn't understand shopping, so she's gonna act scary.
Okay.
Linda, you find yourself staring at the ogre creature. And he's just kind of like looking at you too.
What is my table made
We're
of?
just doing a staring contest.
Yeah. He kind of after staring at each other for a few minutes, he glances meaningfully down at the apple on his counter and then looks up back at you.
I don't blink. I just stare at him.
All right. He doesn't really react to it, but if you had to guess, he looks a little disappointed. All right. What were you saying, Matthew?
What is the table made of?
It looks like the canopy over your head is a single metal sheet.
Okay.
But the table in front of you seems to be made of stone. You do see the scales that Mahadi mentioned.
Okay.
There's it seems to be carved from wrought iron.
Gotcha. Okay, well that dampens my plans a bit. Thorgrim, would you mind cleaning this stall up a bit while I prepare my wares?
Clean. With application of Mage Hand and
Further perpetuating the stereotype that
Thaumaturgy.
wizards and sorcerers can't do a hard day's work of labor in their lives.
Why would they when they have Mage Hand?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll work. Sits back.
What else would you study magic?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then I'm gonna ask, okay, so what kind of fireworks? Little.
When I say I need you to make my voice loud.
Oh yeah, I can also do some fireworks if you want. Have a little sparkle come out of my finger.
You are the master. I just need my voice to be loud, so if you can design whatever you want behind me. Sound good?
On the scale of 1 to 10, how gaudy do you want the light show?
10, of course.
Maximum.
Can do.
9. Let's go with 9. 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Alright. After he cleans it, I'll take out one of my shield tabards and kind of just lay it out on the table. Or just my regular tabards. I'll cover it up, make it look nice. I will take out 6 of the 7 holy waters and place it kind of in one corner to the back, kind of lemonade stand style. And then I will... is there vague privacy?
This tabard, it has the holy symbol of your deity on it, right?
It does.
Okay.
It's a light, or a pastel-ish green, kind of this color, actually.
Sure.
Whatever the fuck Emily's doing with Boba Fett.
Is there an avocado wearing underpants up there?
Yes.
That's definitely not me.
It's definitely Tim.
Yeah, I'm in the river
It's
right
Rachel.
Oh.
It's either
I'm
the
in the river
Mandalorian's
right now.
helmet or it's an avocado wearing underpants.
It's Boba Fett. I haven't seen the Mandalorian. I refuse to give the evil rat more money.
Fair enough.
No, excuse me, it's an avocado wearing a thong.
With a zipper.
It's probably.
Way to change one word in your brother's joke.
Well, now it's right.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's wearing a thong. All right.
It just says GG.
Oh, great! It's got Giga Gonorrhea.
Yep.
Okay. That's
All
the
right.
source.
Well,
I mean,
fuck,
what does
where
this
was I?
look like?
Okay, so
Where else would it come from?
I have vague privacy in my stall, right? I could crouch down behind it.
There's cloths and stuff hanging, but not a lot.
Okay, yeah, I'm not doing anything scary or illicit or anything. I just I want it to be out of the public eye for a brief moment.
You can tell Linda to scare people away while you do your thing.
Yeah, Linda, stand in front of the booth and look scary.
Snarls.
And I will cast Distort Value on my remaining flask.
Oh snap!
Which the short and long of it is the item in my that I enchant appears to be double its value,
Interesting.
or half its value if I so choose. But why would I do that?
Okay.
They can make a check with the intelligence investigation DC if they so choose.
Nice.
So I will do that. And then I will explain that I'm about to do a performance to get everybody's attention, do a little rabble-rousing.
Okay.
Linda, if you just want to stand to the side and look important. And I will cast... Distort Value does not have concentration. I checked because this is important. And I will cast, I think, a 3rd level enhanced ability on both myself and Emily for charisma. So we have advantage on charisma rolls.
Thereby putting Linda to a normal person level.
Yep. Well, that helps with intimidation too.
Linda's not charismatic, right? What is Linda's charisma?
-1.
So like slightly, mostly kind of grumpy in general.
You got a -1 with advantage now. So I'll do that. I will give Greg the cue to give me thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And I will use.
And
wait for the fireworks. I will jump up onto the top of my table, and I will use my feature, Enthralling Performance. Once per short rest, I can choose 2 creatures that have watched or listened to you perform for 1 minute. Each creature makes a wisdom saving throw of a DC 13 and is charmed if it fails for 1 hour or until it takes any damage, you attack it, or it sees you attack or damage an ally.
So would you like to gather a crowd before you begin performing?
Well,
right now there's,
This is the 1 minute. This happens at the end of my performance, technically. So I'm engaging in enthralling performance, and then this happens at the end.
Sure. Okay.
So I jump up and I yell out, "Hear ye glorious masses of the spanning multiverse! Gather round and behold a product of the rarest of products in the first level of hell. You see before you today a bespoke, holistic, handcrafted liquid blessed by the Lady of Luck herself. In my hand I hold a flask, not any flask, mind you, a flask filled and enchanted by yours truly, Matthew Flowers of the Ethereal Flowers. Sorry, I forgot how to pronounce that. Have for you enchanted flasks of holy water blessed by Tamara herself. Come forward, my future friends to be, and come make a deal today at Matthew's Menageries. Jack of all trades, master of one."
That's beautiful.
That entire time, Linda was doing this. Oh, it's not a gift.
Oh, I know what that is though. You're just like, do you have like a sign that says "I drank one of these, now I look like this"?
There we go. There's the gift. That's what Linda's doing.
Sure. Yeah. Oh no, this is even better. No, this is great. You have a sign that says, "I used to look like this guy, and I drank one of these. Now I look like this."
Like Thorgrim.
And you have like Thorgrim standing on one side.
And
oh, this is great.
I will hop down behind my stand and patiently await.
All right. Roll a performance check with advantage.
Hell yeah! How do I do that again?
And actually, I'll give you a inspiration die too, because that was pretty sweet.
Okay, performance. That is going to be
nice.
a
19.
And you know what? For the hell of it, I'm just going to burn that inspiration and roll once more.
Sure.
Because I think I can get a better performance than that. 21. There we go.
21. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Why don't you roll a d100 for me?
1d100 coming right up. 64.
What's that, Greg?
Wouldn't you want me to fire off my show?
I'm assuming he did while the speech was happening. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why he got advantage, just because you're doing all these things. Mm-hmm. Actually, that'd be funny though. You do all this whole speech, and then like 10 seconds after that, Thorgrim's like, "Oh shit!" All the fireworks. No, that was all happening. Okay. All right. So you gathered a fair amount of interest in your speech. The figure beside you, the cloaked figure, kind of staggers backward and kind of collapses underneath the table at the force of your voice. And you hear a scrabble of voices over there before it stands up again. Then your other neighbor, the Goliath, kind of doesn't really react more than raising an eyebrow. But you do gather some interest. You see a few forms as you begin to speak, moving towards your pavilion. And by the time that your performance is done, there's a good 15 people of various descriptions, races, and natures in front of you. They all seem to be interested in your stand. And you've got their attention for sure.
I guess while I was making this performance, whoever the two like most like ugly are is who I'll try to charm.
The two most what?
Ogling.
Oh, that seem to be have the most interest.
Oogly-eyed.
Yeah. Well, there's one of them that has eyes that are. It seems to be covered in a cloth entirely, but it has eyes that are protruding on stalks out from that cloth. It's definitely the most ugly one among the bunch.
Mantis eyes.
Dear God.
This map uses all of the colors that are good for like text on top of colors, all touching each other. So there's no good fucking typing color.
Yeah, you kind of need to do the
white.
You kind of do the highlight. Yeah,
but
white on.
That's not an option.
Draw it, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I already typed it, so I don't want to.
Did somebody draw a little stick man taking a shit?
Probably.
I mean, that could have been in the base map, but I somehow suspect it isn't. Okay. Anyways. Yeah. So you're so it's a char. Is it a charisma roll? Okay. So what's the spell DC?
It is not a spell. It is a feature that they do a DC 13 something check. How did I lose this? Wisdom saving throw. I'm guessing
it's wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw. DC 13.
Okay. Okay. One of the two that you were focusing on, definitely seems very interested and kind of looks around and kind of makes sure he's the first in line, up at your counter, and that with a rasping voice coming from beneath the shroud covering it, says,
"Yes, I hear you are selling something very interesting. You are Matthew, yes?"
I am indeed Matthew of Matthew Menageries. How can I help you today?
Good, I've heard of you. Just recently, true, but yes, I have heard of you.
I hope, yes.
Yes,
I was very loud.
I am interested in what you are selling. How much are you able to provide?
Well, I have with me today 7 flasks. My looking price is excuse me, 3 soul coins for a 2-pack.
3 soul coins. That is indeed a steep price.
It is indeed, yes. And this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I never plan to come back here. Let me tell you.
But such rare material. I have never seen Matthew juice sold here before. I wonder if you might be able to part with one of your files for a soul coin. I am afraid that is all I possess at the moment.
You know what? For you, my good man, I will make that deal. You betcha. And I'll hand him one of the flasks. There you are, sir.
Excellent, most excellent. I will make use of this. Thank you.
Linda flashes finger guns and says, "Go get him, Tiger."
Tiger? Where? Where?
I want to milk
Where is
it.
Oh, I see. You were making a reference to something. Am I correct?
A human thing.
A human. I fear I will never understand your types. However, now being in the possession of this Matthew juice, perhaps I will become one step closer. All right.
His eye stalks kind of wobble in what you guess to be some kind of gesture of thanks as the form of the hulking form moves away from the stall, having made the vial disappear underneath its cloak.
Cool.
So for those of you that are still in the Infernal Rapture, what are you guys doing? I want to try and include you guys. Is there any shopping you would like to do, Idalian? Is she even still here? Did she get bored and leave?
You gone?
Rachel, are you there?
Assume she's dead.
Okay. All right.
Dave's still wandering around trying to figure out what the hell he forgot.
You're right. You're like, what is going on here? This is so weird. I swear I've seen this table before. Okay. Am I going in circles? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys are still at your store. So another person approaches. This one seems to be a human.
Mm-hmm.
She's darkly skinned. There's
on to your shit.
I don't know. But in any case, she walks up. She's got some various piercings through both her. There's even a fine. You don't know. It's definitely possible. You don't know yet. But there's even a fine chain linking the piercings between her nose and her ear. So she approaches, is like, nice stick you got going on here, Matthew. How'd you manage to score some holy water down in the first plane of hell?
I made
That's
it.
not bad. That's not bad.
If you heard my speech,
right.
I put it out there right there.
Right, you made it. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I understand it's your first time in this market, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I can tell. So, here's what I'm offering. You see, this is a fairly large emporium. If you like, I can offer my services for a small fee. I can go try and go do the rounds. See, I know everybody around here. I'm a fixture. You see, I know all the folks. I know all the people that might be interested in this. I do, in fact, know of a few off the top of my head who might want to buy some holy water. So, how about this? If I bring customers to you who will buy some of this stuff, why don't you cut me in, and then we'll call that a bargain.
How trustworthy is this person? Like, is this a
You
person
can
I should
roll
tell
insight.
Linda to bounce, or this?
You can roll insight.
Love to
I like
roll
bouncing.
insight. I bet you do. Woo! 20.
Damn.
Pogo.
Yeah, so many friends.
All right. She seems like she's telling, like, as far as you can tell, what
Is she
she's
shifty
claiming
in the
is
good
definitely
way?
probably true.
Mhm.
She's definitely not somebody that you would trust to hold your money pouch while you go to the piss trough.
Not a pay up front kind of person.
The sort of person who is untrustworthy in the sort of way that might be helpful in this context.
Gotcha.
So what do you say? Is that something that you might be amenable to?
What
My
are your...
fees are reasonable. There's the fine to see, and I will take a small fee up front just to get me on my way.
Mm-hmm.
How much would this be? Your both the finder's fee and the cut, if you don't mind my asking.
Well, I hear from your previous customer that you're looking for a price of approximately a little over, well, about 3 soul coins for 2. Am I correct? I couldn't help but overhear.
Yeah. 1.5
Yes,
per
well,
bottle.
I'm not looking for that much. That would be quite a stretch. And I wouldn't want to burden you with that much price. But how about this? If I help you sell all of your material, why don't you just hand me one of them soul coins and we'll call it a bargain? And as far as the upfront fee, I'll take some coin. I'm immortal like you. I know how to use it.
Assuming I can
Is
afford
that-
your upfront fee, I will take you up on that, I believe.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you have, I see you have 6 of these flasks left. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Well, all right. That sounds good. I think that's doable. Yes. Well, as far as my upfront fee, let's make it around 150 gold.
150?
Yeah.
50.
Girls gotta eat, And them soul coins, as I'm sure you're aware, ain't exactly easy to find. So, little spending money is good when you're working with other mortals and all.
Look at the others saying.
Excuse me.
Kind of like.
If one of you can front me 50, I can pay that. I only have 100 on me.
Linda is.
I can get the
Oh yeah, I
entire
can
thing.
front you 50.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Linda is very
I
rich.
can get another 50.
Just 50, 50, 50.
Yeah.
All right. I collect the gold and hand it over. And before I do, I don't know if I got that. Clearly, you know mine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can call me Shasta. Everyone knows me around these parts.
Sasha. Nice to meet you, Sasha.
Nice face.
Sasha.
I'm really proud of that one.
It's not Shasa, it's Sasha. Wait, no, I
Sasha?
got it backwards.
You got it backwards.
It's not Sasha, it's
It's
Shasa.
Sasha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shasta?
Shasta.
Shasta, right.
So we have a deal then.
I
I'll
believe
take
so.
this pouch, and I will make the rounds. If you hear somebody come to you and tell them Shasta sent them, then you know it was for me.
Sounds good.
I'll be on my way then. Good luck.
All right, so you're manning the stands. A few minutes later, you do see a hooking form covered. It seems like some folks prefer their privacy in this area, but you do see a large form, taller than any of you, probably approaching 8 feet tall, but completely shrouded in a large, almost tent-size blanket of a cloak. Approaches and in a deep, rasping voice says,
I see you have some blessed water for sale.
I look up and say, "Yes, sir." Diddly-doo.
I am interested in purchasing said liquid.
Excellent. Can I interest you in a 2-pack of Matthew's Marvelous Chimera Holy Water today?
Perhaps. But if we are to seal this accord, I need to know where you procured it.
If I...
Nobody listened to the advertisement, did they?
Nobody listened to the advertisement, no. The water itself before it was blessed? Is that what you're wondering?
I need to know where it was blessed.
Ah, it was blessed in, what's that new book that's coming out? Candlekeep? Is that where we were? Who was the otter wizard? that we talked to.
Oh God.
That's Candlekeep,
oh, God,
right?
what's his
Before we
name?
were sent to hell?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah. oh God,
wasn't
what's his
that
name?
Avernus?
No, that wasn't in
No,
Avernus.
that was no, that was
Candlekeep.
oh God. It was Candledeep was the city, but the name of the dude was
Oh, I don't care about the name of the dude. It's just I got it from Candlekeep while I was there.
Oh, you got it from Candlekeep?
Yeah.
Roll deception. Because it
Deception?
wasn't less than Candledeep.
Didn't I?
Who wrote?
No, it was in Elturel.
Yeah.
Are you super sure? No, actually, no. I think we're both
no,
wrong.
I'm a million percent.
Didn't I do it in the
sure.
cart
You blessed,
on the way to
you filled them.
Candlekeep?
No, you filled them from the holy fount in Elturel. I'm 100% sure of this.
Oh, well, shit. If that's the case, that's
Yeah.
a way better. Okay. Do you mind if I tell him that? Because I just forgot that fact. I totally thought I did it in Candlekeep.
If you want it, well, it depends. Do you want to tell them the truth, or do you want to obfuscate? Do you want to tell them the truth?
100% genuine bull sweat.
Yeah, I think I just want to tell him the truth. I mean, it's kind of conflict of interest, holy-wise, but oh well.
Okay.
I did bless
All
it there.
All right. Well, so, well, I mean, strictly speaking, you didn't bless this particular water either, but
No.
that. No, you really didn't. You filled all these
spent
vials
money
from that holy
on
font.
holy water to get these 7.
Yeah, but you used all of these, and then you used all the. I'm sure of
Did
this.
I?
You used all
Okay.
those, and then you filled them up, in Elturel. I remember this.
Okay, so I don't know. Okay, some of them might be Ultrael, some of them might be from just the road on the way to Candlekeep. I don't know which are which, but
yeah. Well, neither do they. So it's
yeah. I'll just go with Candlekeep then. I'll deceive, I guess.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna say Candledeep. Okay, yeah. Roll deception.
Deception. Oh, but I still have. I assume this is within the hour.
Yeah. It's been less than an hour.
22.
22. Okay. The form, the large form seems to have no overt reaction to your words. He just says, "Very well," and
You're back.
holds.
Water.
So you were selling a 2-pack, right?
I mean, that's like my base offer. If somebody wants more, they can have more. But
Yep. All right. He holds out a hand, and upon it rests 3 coins.
good. I hand over the holy water and I take the coins. Actually, I don't have Thorgrim do it. I'm not touching these things. He's my accountant.
Thorgrim.
Yeah.
Wait, what's Thorgrim's con mod? Because you can only carry as many as your Constitution mod.
That is an excellent question. Greg?
Hello, Greg.
Gregory?
Gregory.
Greg, you may have muted yourself
too.
again. Greg.
Throw
my
a
God.
shoe at the wall.
I could probably tell you.
I know.
He has a
I'm
plus
gonna
3.
open his door. It's +3?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna see if he's dead. Just a sec.
And he had none at the beginning of this.
He's just gonna be covered in cum.
Oh.
Sundare.
Soon dairy chains.
Sundare chains.
Actually, like Soon Indian dairy. There's an Enya and an umlaut.
Isn't there supposed to be a T at the front? Isn't that one of those fucking weeb words?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
it's also supposed to be spelled in moon runes.
Okay, so
Greg recovered.
the towering form retrieving the bottles in a gloved hand gingerly places them within and walks away from you.
Sounds good.
All right. And over the course of the next hour, you do manage to find a few other customers. However, not all of them are necessarily willing to shell out the entirety of your asking price. So how we're going to do that, rather than necessarily role playing out every encounter, you rolled well enough, and you, having purchased the assistance of your friend, that I think you'll be able to sell all of it. But what I'll ask you to do is I'll ask you to roll and to determine how much of your asking price you get.
Okay.
So you have currently sold 3 out of the 7. That is correct?
I have 2, quote-unquote, 2 packs left.
Yes. Okay, so if you were to get full price, that would be a total of 6 coins.
Uh-huh.
So what I'll have you do is I'll have you roll another D100.
Yep. 55. Straight down the middle.
Okay. All right, so the best you're able to do is you're able to do... where's my scale that I put down? Yeah, so the best you're able to do for the remainder is a total of 2 additional soul coins.
2 additional?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, not 20. I don't know why I wrote the word number 20. Well, that is perfect because between Greg and Linda, they can only carry 6. So worked out.
Yeah, but you've still made out like bandits. It helps that you had all the assistance. And after some time, after you've cleaned up your goods, and you're kind of disassembling your things, you remember that you're required to pay the house, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, we pay 1 to Sasa. That puts us down to 5.
Yep. So actually, yeah, she materializes.
Does hell
out of the
taxes
crowd.
come before or after?
Generally it's before.
Generally before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see any paperwork. Yeah, I'll do it before. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So you place the coins on the balance, and there's a brief flash of light, and one of the coins disappears.
One of the coins.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just do my math real quick. 6 divided by 10. I'm gonna go talk to Mahadi. I can't. Son of a bitch. I instruct Thorgrim to give a coin to Shasa.
All right.
She and actually she as you say that she materializes out of the crowd. It's like, I hear all went well. You managed to sell all your goods.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Here is your cut.
I do believe I'm excellent. If you ever need my services, I am around. I also am available for hire for other purposes too. I am quite competent with the blade, so just hit me up if you need me. Toodaloo. And with a wave, she kind of bounces away from you guys.
So in total, we gained 4 coins, right?
Yeah.
And so we have a total of 8, if my math is right.
Yeah, I wrote down 1 there. So let's just say that, Greg, you have 2 of them, and me, who I never wrote down her name, has 2 of them as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, total of 8. Wow. Okay.
Okay. So you've managed to sell your stuff. There seems to be, in the ever-present light of Avernus, there's a dimming as a system of dark clouds are wafting overhead. Your friend on the other side, the ogre-like creature has been standing stock still this entire time with his apple out in front of him. you've seen a few customers move through the store to your other side, buying various strips of food to chew on as they peruse the stalls. But actually, that one packs up, and you actually see 3 forms scuttle away from the stall, each carrying large bundles of goods hanging over their heads, balanced on their heads as they move away. But I'm assuming you clean up your stand and all that?
Yeah, I think it was just like the tabards left.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we have nothing else to sell, so.
Okay. All right. So, for those of you that are still in the Infernal Rapture, this is last call for shopping and all that stuff. Is there any materials or tools or anything you'd like to buy before you move on?
No, Dave manifests his materials and tools out of Eldritch Magic.
That's true, but you can't get supplies and stuff. Although I guess some tools and stuff you could, which is actually kind of neat.
See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna manifest my weapon as a turkey leg, and while it won't actually satiate me, I can fucking mock my compatriots and be like, "Look who's got food."
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, ethereal turkey leg, tasty. All right, so no takers. I think Rachel's still dead, right?
Yeah.
I think
All right.
so.
Well, so in that case, are you guys gonna regroup at Artrax, or what's the plan?
I mean, I think
I
the
follow
3 of us
Matthew
are.
around.
It's not really worth paying 2 to get back in if we just have 2 left over.
Once we get back into the carnival, we have rooms, right?
Wait, we're not going into the carnival.
We have rooms, right, inside the.
No.
That we're provided with our meal, right?
No.
Did you not hear like half of all the stuff I was telling Tyler, Greg? You can't go back in once you leave. Like that was a whole big thing.
Okay.
The 3 of us are locked outside. We could pay more coins to get in.
So I'll just sleep at the car.
Okay, so you guys all meet at the car. Dave and all that folks, do you like drag your 2 comatose companions out, or are you spending the night in the Infernal Rapture?
I guess it'd be. No, I'll drag them out. Solidarity while sleep in the dirt.
All right, fair enough. You all make your way back to Artrax. You spread your like a canopy out over the vehicle to protect it from any of the ash or sand falls that periodically sweep through.
And I can summon her dire badgers to dig us some little holes
with the caravan itself, so you feel some measure of safety. There's the large, almost siege tower-like vehicles that carry around the Emporium while it's moving. So you're in the shadow of those. You don't feel too concerned about encroachment from other less friendly beings. Would you like to set a watch or anything in any case, or?
Might as well. Like, sure, we're in by the camp and whatnot, but better to have it and not need it, kind of thing.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so you guys set a watch. Who's on first watch?
I'll be on first.
I'm always last.
Okay. How about second watch?
What's on second?
Who's on first?
I'll be on first.
I
No,
already
Emily
said I'm
is.
on first.
Oh.
Linda
I'll
is.
be on whichever one hasn't been taken.
So like all the other ones?
Middle.
Okay. So Dave, do you want last watch? Because you can see the best. Actually, no, never mind. There's no night or day really, so it almost doesn't matter.
I take last watch every time.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take last watch.
Oh wait, nobody can hear me.
Sure, why not? All right. So
Tyler muted himself.
Tyler muted himself.
I was like, why is nobody listening to me? I take last watch every time. Get the fuck out of my last watch.
Yeah, all right. Don't really care. Whichever one of you wants to do it is fine with me.
Matthew has to do his workout.
All you are trying to sleep, and you hear Matthew just like grunting through a bunch of push-ups.
Yeah. I'm doing pull-ups on the front of the car.
Right.
On the spikes.
Yeah. On the spikes. Yeah, that's motivation. Don't fall down. Right.
Exactly.
Okay. So there's let me
What else do you think I have?
out on the plains. The winds whisper through the vehicle. You do see those dark clouds that have swept overhead. They don't live up to their threat, and they don't end up dumping sand on you guys. It doesn't really rain in Avernus. It's either if it's precipitation, it's either sand or ash. Both can be quite dangerous because of all the static tends to build up a lot of lightning and such. But fortunately, that's not the case this time. It's a fairly uneventful rest you have, so that's another long rest. But I'll say that meal that you guys had was so chuckle divine that the bonuses will persist even though it's been a long rest. For 2 soul coins, you know that it's the real deal, right? But you find yourselves rolling out of your bedrolls, and it seems that at some point during your rest, the Wandering Emporium had packed up and moved on. You would have noticed this, whoever was on last watch, that they were packing up, and all of within a surprisingly short amount of time, all of the camp and surrounding market kind of collapsed and was packed into these giant watchtower-like infernal machines. And you can see the tracks of it moving out to the south from your location. I'll remind you that you guys, your caravan was right about here, where you were camping. And the tracks of the Emporium and the associated vehicles are moving off to the south, but they're not within view as you wake, and you find yourselves once more out in the wastelands of Avernus. And you'll recall that you were, before you encountered this brief isolated island of peace, you were searching for the obelisk, which you were given directions to. It's up to this way. So what's the plan?
Where were we on the map again?
Right here.
You're not pinging Tim. You're on the wrong layer.
Yes, I am. I'm not on the wrong layer.
I don't see a thing.
It's not showing.
Oh, wait, actually, you know what? You're right. My hotkey must be screwy. Okay, you guys were right about here.
Okay. The others. So, at least we got some fuel out of this.
Got a ton of fuel out of this. That's what matters. Sitting at 8 total, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you do need to keep track of who is carrying them for the reasons like I told you. Like you can't all carry more than your con mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the ring in Lord of the Rings where it feels heavier than it looks. But it's like a spiritual weight more than it is yeah.
Hey Timmy.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah.
Out of context real quick. Do you have a friend
Sure.
named Elliot Sanders?
Oh yeah. Yeah, is he watching the stream?
Elliot Sanders says hi. By the way, he cleared layer 8 TC, whatever that means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he and I we go way back. He plays WoW. I played WoW with him. He said he might chime in and watch the stream a little bit.
I'm sorry for your loss, Elliot. Thanks for watching the show. Cool.
All right. So what's your guys' plan? You're next to your vehicle, Artrax You've got fresh pouches full of soul coins and fresh invigoration to face the challenges of hell itself.
I say we just keep pressing on the way Mordecai pointed us. Get to where we go.
Okay. All right, so you hop back in your vehicle. You had used up all the residual charge from the last soul coin you had introduced into Artrax's furnace. So you're gonna have to burn another one to get moving.
Let's say I don't want to take it from Rachel because she's the engineer. Greg, are you good parting with one, or Emily?
Rachel's the engineer, like, not by choice.
Well, I know.
She's the engineer because she wanted.
Like, here's where you live.
All right. Well, one of you's got to put it in there, because otherwise you're not going anywhere fast.
No, fuck it. We'll take it from Rachel. All right.
Okay. All right. So you press the coin into the slot of the furnace, and the familiar screeching roar, somewhere between on the verges of an almost human scream. You can hear the engine roar to life once more, and energy surges through the joints of the vehicle as it kind of pulls itself together on sinew made of magical power. And you lurch forward on your direction. I'm guessing, is it Matthew and Linda at the helm again,
Yep.
as usual?
Yep.
Okay.
As always.
Party bus.
I'm on roof.
So- Yeah, all right, you're on the roof. All right, did you tie yourself to the vehicle by your belt this time, or by your waist?
Important distinction,
He's
Greg.
holding on. He's holding on.
Greg muted
with
himself
his
again.
fingers.
No, I'm actually smart about this, and I tie myself with around my ankle.
Oh, okay, so you just break your ankle instead of losing your pants. That's good. All right. So moving on, you trundle, Artrax pushing aside layers of chalky dust and ash mixed together as you move over the dunes. I want you two to make, or one of you to make an advantage survival check to see if you can navigate appropriately.
I'll take it. Unless you have objections, Emily.
No, you can do it.
Really,
I'm
it
not
should be
very
whoever's
wise.
actually. It should be whoever's actually steering, because I think
Then,
technically
yeah,
the
me.
other is acting as a lookout.
Yeah, I'm just looking out.
17.
17? Okay,
Sticking
all
my
right,
head
you're.
out like a dog.
That's a very Linda thing. All right, your cheeks are like filling with air as the speed of the passage blows your kind of sweat, stringy hair behind you. All right, yep. So you're able to, as always, trying to navigate with the map kind of gives you a headache because the environment or the around you seems to move every time you look away from it. But between you and Linda, you're able to navigate your way approximately in the direction you're trying to get. So you approach what appears to be the remains of a large gate, and also close to a ravine that drops off quite steeply and abruptly to the sides. The bottom of which you can't even really see, except as you approach even closer. It's so deep down that you're not even. It's hard to even gauge how far down it is, but you do see a greenish glow coming up from the bottom. But there is a fairly wide and accessible bridge crossing this pit. It seems to be made out of stone of some such. It's clearly well traveled because the ever-present layer of dust and ash seems to be packed down into a harder surface. So it's clear that there's some amount of traffic that traverses this bridge.
If only we had a dwarf to check the structural integrity.
Yes, what is it, like stone history or something?
Something like that.
I forget it. Yeah, something like that. All right. So continuing on, you pass across the bridge, and you find yourself at the base of some natural steps almost, but not quite steps really. They're they have the appearance of steps, but hang on, I'm showing you. Steps in name only. They're more almost, you would assume, natural formations, if not for like the vaguely human. Like you could imagine in your mind's eye some giant like figure striding up to the top of this hill, this plateau, upon which you see large stone spires rising from the top. So unfortunately, Artrax, your vehicle can't really make it up these steps. It's each of those levels is maybe like 10 or 15 feet or more upwards.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really have any way of navigating up that slope with your vehicle. So you're going to have to disembark.
Okie doke. Everybody out, putting it in turtle mode.
Okay. All right, so you press the button and your vehicle settles down into like the siege mode, collapsing down to the ground. You can even in that brief time period since you've parked here, you see the winds are picking up, and a small amount of dust is settling up against the side of it. But moving forward, you can see the spire you're targeting as even from this distance is quite tall. But it's a difficult climb getting up to this because each of those cliffs are just tall enough that it's hard to get up, right? So you're having to assist each other at each level. You're forming a sort of human chain as you assist each other in climbing each of the steps. It's exhausting work. It takes you over an hour just to get to the top of the plateau from where you're parked. It just from the work of having to clamber over each of these obstacles. But as you reach the top of the plateau, you see from the distance, you see it's a tall obelisk at the center of the plateau, maybe at least 30 foot or more, but it's ringed by 7 smaller standing stones, and you can see a figure moving in and around these pillars, gesticulating, and you can't hear what he was saying over the sound of the wind, but you can see him moving around and waving his hands. What would you like to do?
I'm really sorry I missed that whole thing because Jaren's typing to me and he let autocorrect just take the wheel, and so I was trying to read like I had a stroke.
You're trying to parse all that? Yeah, I feel ya.
So that took all of my brain power, and I'm sorry.
There's an obelisk with standing stones, and there's a man inside the ring, right? Just kind of yelling.
Yeah, within the ring formed by the standing stones surrounding the larger central obelisk.
Okay.
Does he appear chanting or meditating, or is he just like standing there jerking off? Is he like, looking at us?
Well, you're still like maybe some distance away. You're probably like 100 feet away or so. It doesn't seem that he's noticed you, but from this distance you can see he's pacing in and around the space between the obelisk and the circled stones, and he's kind of just like gesticulating wildly and kind of like waving his arms. At certain times he'll stop and he'll focus on one of the standing stones and kind of like gesture at it dramatically, but then he'll briefly resume his pacing.
Okay, so he is interacting with them pretty clearly. I say we get like, I'll say this to our party. I think we get like close enough for him to notice us, and then just wait for him to finish. I don't want to interrupt and then him be mad about us interrupting. Like let it take its course, and then when he's got time.
Yeah, there's never harm in being polite. Okay, so you all approach a little bit closer. you can, and as you get closer, the figure resolves itself a little more. It's a tall man wearing robes. He has a short cropped black beard, but the hood has fallen back away from his head, and you see the rest of his scalp is completely bald. He has large graying eyebrows, a complete different color from his beard that protrude and curl upwards away from his face, and his wild eyes flicker towards you momentarily as you approach, before he turns back towards his work and continues to walk around the circle, waving his hands.
But does he?
Oh, he does.
Oh,
Can't
good.
stop him. Welcome back.
Can't stop
Thanks.
him now.
Sorry, it
Running
took
around in
apparently
circles.
like almost 40 minutes for Sonic to get me a bag of fucking ice.
It's Sonic.
Wow.
Yeah,
They're so
It
fast.
takes them 40 minutes to get them
ice.
anything.
Well, it's the
It's
Sonic motto.
Why the
packaged
fuck
ice.
are you getting ice at a fast food thing?
Because it's Sonic
what?
Ice.
That's a good question.
Duh.
What is the existence that is California? Like, there should be a fucking ice thing outside the gas station. You go inside, they give you a key
Sonic
tied to a
Ice.
cinder block. You get your bag of ice, you pay them the $2, you go home.
Yeah.
That's too easy
See-
though, Tim.
Sonic Ice.
Like, I also got, like, a shake, but the shake didn't take that long.
Which is ironically made with ice.
Yeah.
They used all the ice they had to make the shake, and then they ran out. All right. Well, anyways, to catch you up, CJ, you all left the Wandering Emporium.
We
and
did?
You did
Fools.
finally after a few hours, and then made your way to the obelisk, and you find yourself. You're at the obelisk. There's this tall form that could maybe be the wizard that you were directed to by Mordenkainen. So as you stand and observe, you see a brief glimmer of magical activity appear above the figure. It given form by a displacement of dust blowing around him. You can see there's kind of like an outwards pushing as he finishes his gesture, but then he just like in dejection, he just kind of looks down, and you can see in his body language that whatever he was trying didn't seem to have the effect he was aiming at. And then he looks up at you, your group, and he says, "Hey, hello. Yes, you there?
How far away
You're pretty
are we?
close.
I'm
You're
like,
pretty
I'm
close
like, I
there.
point to like me. I'm like me.
You guys are close.
Look
now.
around, yeah.
You moved up to
Us?
You moved up to just. I'm assuming you moved up to just outside the circle stones.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Yes.
I-
Greetings.
I hope you know, before we left the Emporium, I grabbed a bunch of pamphlets. So now I'm gonna try to sell him to go to this place.
Go to the Wandering Emporium.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mahadi would appreciate it. I don't know if they have pamphlets to hand out.
It's Mahadi. He clearly has
He
pamphlets
clearly has pamphlets.
He probably would, actually.
Yeah.
He probably would. Yeah.
There might be.
with all the different packages.
Let's go with leaflets, maybe
and-
not pamphlets.
But
Oh, yeah.
T Bagans, we'll resolve all your shopping stuff later, okay?
Yeah,
I had
figured
it.
as
I
much.
haven't. Yeah, I hadn't forgotten about that. We'll do that later.
Um,
Okay.
as
So
we,
you look, you could use a good day's rest. Allow me to invite you to. As I start pulling up the
says-
leaflet, and then Matthews gets in the way, I'm sure.
yeah. Can I pop Divine
It's like,
Sense?
not now.
Divine sense.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I do that.
Sure. All right. So you focus your senses inwards and beseeching the guidance of Tamora, you expand them once more outwards. Your influence, however, is rebuffed by. It seems like there's some sphere of interference surrounding these stones with runes carved. Your senses aren't able to penetrate within.
Huh.
So
okay.
around you, you don't sense the presence of any celestial or fiendish presences, but you can't really pierce that whatever veil there is going on there.
Interesting.
Right, the form within waves at you, say, "Yes, hello.
Hello.
Okay, so you can't see me. Okay, excellent. I was trying to get your attention, but I wasn't really getting anywhere. I'm wondering, what are you doing here?
I think we're
hello,
looking for
sir.
you. Are you a
Yeah.
wizard?
You're looking for me? Well,
Aren't we
that's
looking
odd.
for a wizard?
Found me, you have.
Do I know you?
Can I
Your turn.
Okay.
as a
Grab it.
person with a
Out her butt. So now she needs another new.
I have one of my
There you go. It's not poop.
I have one of my kits here. I'd like to make a wanted poster for him, of him.
Wait, what?
Without him, I'm gonna make a wanted poster.
You're
But
gonna
have his
so you're
face
gonna,
on it.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna like whip up a wanted poster
Yeah,
of
You can,
him.
like stand behind
Yeah.
somebody's back, use their
Yeah.
ass as an easel to quickly make
Exactly.
fucking-
Now, this isn't the first time I've done this. This is one
Okay.
of my
Sure.
standard scams.
No, go ahead. I'll make a. Would that be a tool check with forgery tools, or I'm wondering how you would actually finagle that. Do you have what tools do you have?
Yeah, I have a forgery kit.
Alright,
Is what
I'm
I was
gonna
thinking
be-
about using.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why don't you make a roll with us?
You want that, or
So
do you want deception?
Well, I think deception would be more like if you're trying to convince him of something that's not necessarily true. I don't know if that's quite deception, really, because you're making a document, right? So
Right.
I'd say you're using that tool. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So you're using your tools and you're proficient in them, so you can add your proficiency bonus to the roll.
Okay. So what is it? Just a proficiency? So that's just like a +3 to my roll.
I think it's I always forget this. When you're using tools, there is an associated stat roll. I forget what it is for that. It might be. It's not dexterity, is it? I don't know. I don't have that written down. It doesn't really come up very often. This is forgery tools, right? What exactly is the type
Yeah.
of tool you have?
Yeah, it's a forgery kit.
Forgery kit. That's right. 5e forgery kit. Deception. So it'd be charisma, I suppose. So roll charisma plus your proficiency.
Okay. So
14?
17.
I think that's 14. That's including your proficiency right there.
No,
oh
the
no,
plus-
no, it isn't.
That's just my charisma
Yeah,
bonus.
That's your okay. So 17.
So
Okay.
17.
All right, so you actually managed to whip up a pretty good likeness of this guy. You managed to even get the curl of the eyebrows right. He's got these kind of weird, almost like ridged eyebrows that kind of curl upwards. But so you whip this out, and he says, and the figure says, "Wait a second, that's me." Wait, where on earth?
So it is. But we can
We
make
were-
this go away for the proper amount of soul coins.
Wait, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Doesn't have to
We
listen to
were-
this.
We were directed towards you to help us
Eating dad.
solve a problem of ours.
He's actually he doesn't quite hear you, Thorgrim. He's still focused on T-Bagans, and he's getting very excited. He's like, wait, hold on, please come here, come closer. I can't come out of here. I need you to come closer.
See, that after he says that, T-Baggins will not enter the circle.
Please, I need. I can't remember who I am. I've been trapped in here. But you say you know who I am. Please, where did you get that? Who was trying to find me?
Is there someone?
Ah,
Is there somebody out there that remembers me?
Mordekainen, he remembers you.
Yeah.
Tyler does not remember the name that we were given.
yeah. What name were we given?
In fact, you were not given a name.
Make up a
They
name.
were.
That explains it.
I like that Tyler unmuted himself just so we could hear that scream, and then remuted himself.
Please, you know who I am?
All right, the jig's up. No, I don't know who you are.
No, I unmuted for the stream.
Oh, he just kind of slumps back.
See,
Like,
normally
sit-
the people that
he just,
I
He just like sits down. He just like sits down on his knees and kind of just like with his head pointing up towards the gray sky, clouds
So,
of
like,
ash billowing
why
overhead.
can't you leave
I don't remember.
here? Okay, so what happens when you try to leave?
I try and I can't push through.
And he like gets up
Everybody watching the
and
show can still
puts a
hear you
hand
scream.
against the space between two of the standing stones, and there's this crackling force that prevents his hand from penetrating. So I just can't. I just want to leave.
All right, T Baggins pulls out his 10-foot pole, which is hilariously like more than twice his height, and then he pokes it.
He pokes the barrier or the wizard?
Yeah, I poked the wizard. Yes.
You
through
poked the
barrier.
wizard.
The barrier's on the way to the wizard.
Yeah.
All right.
So if the barrier stops it, then it stops it.
All right. Yeah. So you're moving. You move your hilariously long stick out. I'm not even sure where you were keeping it, but
In my backpack.
Boop. All right. You pull out
Backpack?
this nature's pocket.
Exactly.
So you pull it out and you extend your pole, fully expecting it to meet some kind of barrier, but it passes straight through as if there was nothing there.
I'm like,
And
huh.
you kind of, it's a little difficult to control the end of it because you're like 10 feet away and you don't have a lot of leverage, but you do manage to poke the wizard. He's like, ow.
I'm like, grab the pole.
He's like, oh, okay. He grabs it.
All right, and then I just pull the pole back.
All right, you yank on the pole, and he wasn't really prepared for it, but he sort of stumbles forward into the barrier and bounces off and lands on his ass. He kind of just shake.
T Baggins
shakes-
laughs a little bit.
He shakes his head. He's like, ah,
Oh man,
ow,
I thought that was
ow,
gonna
my
work.
head. Ah, the lights, the stars, they dance through my eyes. Ow.
So
How long
maybe
have you been here?
Just he takes a moment to kind of gather himself. And he says, "I would really like to know that. I don't know. Time doesn't really seem to pass here. There's no day. There's no night. I simply am here.
T Baggins is extremely worried, but he's gonna actually put his hand where he thinks the barrier is, and then like slowly move it in. See what happens.
Okay. Yeah. So you like reach out your hand to the barrier, and watching almost disinterestedly, the wizard just kind of like sits back and watches you approach. And reaching out your hands, you kind of feel a tingle and a bead of sweat like roll down the back of your neck as your hand approaches, and passes through unobstructed the area where the barrier was.
All right, I pulled my hand back.
And your hand moves freely back to where it was before. And the fellow sits up and he says, "Well, isn't that just perfect? You can go in, you can go out, but I'm stuck here. I swear,
Interesting.
I know there's a way out. These pillars, each of them, I'm certain of this. Each is tied to a certain aspect of magic. Each of them has their own purpose. And if I can only, and he kind of like gets up and starts pacing again away from you guys in a circle around the thing. If it's this, yes, it must be that. That's the only explanation."
Can I take a look at the runes on the pillars, see if I don't recognize any of them and what they mean?
Sure. Go ahead and roll Arcana. Okay. So you look at some of the pillars. There are deeply incised carvings and runes on them. Some of them are worn by the ever-present Avernian winds. You're not really able to tell for certain what they mean or their significance, but you are able to. They are definitely of an arcane occult nature. So they're clearly related to whatever this phenomenon is, but you're not able to tell for sure what their significance is.
So I pull the wanted poster back out, and then I just walk into the thing.
Okay.
And then hand him
All
the
right,
wanted poster.
All right, you walk in and he's clearly absorbed in his own thoughts because the figure just almost collides with you before he notices you standing there once more, and
That happens
kind
more
of
than you think.
Right. You're like that chihuahua that everybody's tripping over.
Exactly.
So he looks down at you and sort of in a stunned surprise, kind of takes the page out of your hand. Says, "Is this me?"
Yeah, I drew it. Enjoy.
Oh, that's quite nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Normally this gets me money and stuff, but you're kind of a little messed up, so you can just have it.
Oh,
So,
well.
Are the stones inside the barrier with him or out? Can he touch the stones or can we touch the stones?
It seemed that the barrier was. Well, actually, I'll let you roll Arcana if you want.
Well, I mean, we physically saw him.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right. No, that is true. The barrier seems to be projected inwards, just inside the ring formed by the standing pillars. Okay. So it doesn't seem like he's able to physically reach the pillars.
Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do
got a lead
is
blanket.
Funny you should ask.
Is that like one of the ones you use if you have anxiety problems?
Not one you stole from work.
Oh, okay. You don't want any of my lead aprons or blankets that I have from work, huh? Well, that's no fun.
I'm pretty sure it's a federal offense to steal those.
Nah.
I mean, technically, I made the purchase order for it, so...
Technically, you bought it. It just wasn't your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. All right. I'm gonna walk back outside of it.
Okay.
Does it allow me?
Yeah. You're able to pass through without any issues.
All right. Cool. Hey guys. I don't really. Linda.
What do you want?
I know you hate me, but I need you to help me steal this rock.
Like in 2014, that's like 5 years
Thieving,
ago.
huh?
But anyway,
what's in it for me?
Barbarian 42.
You look badass by
can you
picking
read
up this
this
giant rock.
approaching bear post like a military radio operator?
And then I'm gonna ask Linda to pick up one of the big rocks.
This is Alpha Team.
Just like
we have
a big rock.
Bear.
One of the ones
Bears
that's in the
will
circle.
Be in eventually.
Oh, you're
Scratch
never
that,
gonna pick
Bear
those
will
up. They're
arrive
like
sooner than
stalagmites.
thought. Oh shit! Bear is
Have you
approaching
met
at
Linda?
alarming speeds.
Wait,
Bear is
stalagmites,
going
like,
fast,
they're
losing track of Bear.
Part of
Bear
the
has
landscape?
reached Mach 1.
Yeah.
I repeat,
Are they?
Mach
Yeah,
1.
they're like.
What we're seeing on this overworld, which I understand is not necessarily totally accurate, is like they're clearly separate.
Right, yeah,
material
you're
from the
looking.
landscape.
You're looking at like the coloration, but like, and they do seem to be made of a different material from the rest of the plateau. However, like they seem to be fully. You don't know how low below the level of the surface of the ground these things extend. I mean, you can certainly try, but they seem to be pretty firmly seated.
I mean, look, if it's pretty fairly intact, then I'm gonna bust out a part of my my climbing kit and start chiseling away. Then.
Yeah,
At the stone.
Yep.
No.
What it's for.
Around the stone. Look, we're gonna knock over an Easter Island head.
I mean, it's all stone. Like this whole plateau is just rock.
Stone all the way down,
There's
baby.
no soil. There's no soil. It's windswept. It's just as far as you can tell, it's pure rock.
I mean, I have a hammer and I have pittance. We can make this happen.
All right, John Henry.
All I need is time.
And it may be a lot of time. Fair warning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna work on this while everyone else works on their stuff.
How many days do you want to spend cutting through a sequoia wideness pillar of stone?
Well, that depends.
On.
I don't know.
T
How
Baggins
many
is one of those
years
one of
has
those
this
guys that
wizard
can.
been hopelessly trapped here.
Yeah.
What's it to this wizard?
Yes, I am still here. It's not like I have anywhere else to go.
Sir, so we've been directed to this obelisk here in search of a wizard to help us with a problem we're facing right now.
Yes.
You've heard of Mordenkainen, right?
It rings a bell. Isn't he some kind of wizard? Like me?
This guy's totally a fake. Everybody knows Mordenkainen. Shoot him. Put him down.
He sent us here to the wizard who lives here. Would you happen to know anything about the arcane? Or...
Well, yes. I mean, I am a wizard.
But are you?
Could a non-wizard do this? Whoosh! And he flings his hands out, and there's a sparkle in the air as like 3 small like poofs of energy come out of his hands.
See, he says that, and then like after watching him do that, I do the same thing, but use my flash powder from my thieves kit.
Linda's like, yeah, so what? And releases a fart.
Oh God, you're a wizard too?
That's Necromancer, actually. What's that, Thorgrim?
So maybe you might be able to help us. We're looking for a way to.
See, here's the thing. We would like to leave.
Is Elturel visible?
No,
from here?
Elturel is miles and miles and miles and miles away.
We've been traveling for like 6 days at this point, haven't we?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's runes carved on these stones, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In a hell version of a warthog.
I'm gonna start defacing them.
You want to try carving out some of the stone, the symbols?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. You have like stoneworking tools or something, or how are you doing this?
I mean, I guess I'll manifest myself a chisel.
Oh right, yeah.
I have a
chisel.
chisel. Do you have a hammer?
You can make one.
You've got the chisel. I'll make the hammer.
I have a bunch of chisels. I only have one hammer.
I'm the keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper?
Apparently.
You do. You see that the
Matthew's like,
elements
I have
have
a
done some
hammer.
of the. Dave, you can tell that the elements have done some of the work for you. These standing stones, at least facing towards the wind, the symbols have been etched or like worn away at some level, but the symbols themselves are sunk quite deep into the stone itself. So you've got your work cut out for you, literally. If you want to try and remove some of the symbols, but you can certainly do that.
Yeah, because I don't need to remove them entirely. I just need to essentially alter them.
You're trying to disrupt whatever enchantment is going on. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, like I'm trying to turn P's into R's and shit.
Right. So why don't you roll Arcana?
Where's my character sheet? That button. That fucking. Put it there.
Basically, I'm having you roll because in the analogy you're using, you don't want to take away the G from grape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it could be dangerous.
What a poignant example.
8. Okay. So most of the symbols honestly aren't really familiar to you. So you just kind of just start hacking away.
I mean, yeah, I'm not the one in the circle. It doesn't affect me.
Well, you don't know. It might.
I'm not the one getting graped.
And that will not be our
All
first
right.
T-shirt.
Right.
We have
Okay, so-
merchandise?
We should.
We have stickers.
We do now.
All right, I made that.
We actually do have merchandise, Emily.
I forgot.
I guess, yeah, kind of.
We should probably put those on our videos.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Whatever. Anyways.
All right, so you start hacking away. So
on down to
Thorgrim, you were
Mahadi's,
while this was going on,
necessities
Thorgrim,
workshop.
you had some questions for this figure, right?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him how he would think, what he, about Elturel and how he thinks we'd go about getting
Elturel?
it out of hell.
What's Elturel?
It's a city from the Prime Materium, and it was dragged here to the first layer of hell via means we're,
Oh, that's not good.
and we're trying to return us and hopefully it as well to the planet they belong to. And
Oh, that's not good indeed. So you're trying to return it to the mortal realm, huh? Well,
if possible,
I mean,
with us included.
I do know some planar translation matrices. Unfortunately, while I'm trapped within these stones, they seem to block any sort of translational magics. You see, I've tried all sorts that I can think, but none of them seem to work. It's all blocked. It's blocked, I say.
Have you made any attempts at deciphering these runes? Looks over. What are you doing?
You hear this? Yeah, chink, chink, chink.
Nothing.
Dave looks up. Huh? The figure says, "Yes, that has been my study. If only I could touch them. But I am certain of this. Each of the pillars, it corresponds to one of the main branches of magic. This, I am certain. And
so,
because only within the cooperation of all of these can this type of barrier be sustained."
Which one is he chipping on? Do you know?
No, not he. It's 3 of us because CJ had lots of chisels but only 1 hammer. Tyler has a hammer. Now I have a hammer, so CJ distributes the chisels, and we're. It's not
and Linda is moral support here.
Linda's using her fist.
Like you're having this like very intelligent like how do we fix the magic conversation, and I was like, guys,
let's break it.
If we just break it, then it won't be a problem anymore.
He looks over and says, "Oh my!" with like a shaking hand. I would stop that if I were you. Stop! Please stop! Don't do that.
It's a good thing we're not you.
Wait, why do we have to stop? As like I chisel again.
That's the necromancy pillar.
Which one?
Oh, you're right. Linda, can you do this one?
No. Oh gods. I can't do anything.
I don't have any get raise, so I think we're fine.
You there with the hair. You there with the flowing hair. Tell them to stop.
Sorry, me? What? I
back
my
away
hair.
and can I look at more closely at that specific pillar and see if I can discern.
Yeah, sure. I'll let you roll Arcana.
Only if you're gonna use a chisel.
Okay. Yeah. You take a look at it. And you wouldn't really know you wouldn't have known what to look for, but since he gave you a little bit of a clue, you've got it in your head, and you do recognize a few of the symbols, and you do think they do correspond to certain necromantic rituals that you've heard of, but you don't. But the lion's share of it you are not familiar with, but you can verify that it does have something to do with necromancy.
How much is there? Kind of like an ambient magic coming from pillars? Like, are they? Am I getting like this is super powerful vibe from it?
So
or...
I'm not even going to make you roll. It's obvious. Each of these standing pillars is emitting quite a potent magical field.
Yeah, you can feel your fillings rattle as you just approach them.
Yeah.
All right, look here, Bubble Boy. You got a better plan? Tink, 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 tink.
Tink, tink.
And he's kind of like nervously like, yes, I do. I've been working on this. This has been my plan. I think I have designed a ritual. I think that this should work. If each and one of you places your hands upon each of these pillars at the same time, and I perform my casting, the energies you see, they will be spread between each of them, but we must needs activate each of them at the same instant. And in that instant, I believe I can disrupt the barrier, but I need your cooperation to do this.
So, I trust
relatively
him?
sure our
I like to roll
head count doesn't
insight.
work with that. Wasn't there?
Wait, you guys are both talking. What's this?
Well, does our head count line up with that? I think there's 8 pillars. Didn't you say? How many of us are there?
I didn't say.
Oh, I thought there was
Right.
8 pillars. I don't know.
I like to roll insight if I trust this guy.
What you're gonna roll insight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Okay. His body language is pretty frantic. You're not able to read much into that, except that he definitely seems to be in earnest about his warnings about like carving into these things.
I mean, what's it gonna do? Hurt you or us?
I honestly don't know for sure what would happen, but it definitely wouldn't be good.
Linda headbutts it.
Like we stop off for a second. Like, well, we are in the middle of hell, so.
Yes, and your soul is therefore vulnerable. Can you imagine what would happen if that were torn asunder? Would you want your essence, your very being, torn and pulled into the necromantic reservoir in front of you?
It wouldn't be the first time.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, I think you underestimate what we've been through.
Can you imagine part of your psyche?
While.
Can you imagine part of your psyche being pulled into the body of some skeleton somewhere, while the other
Hell
part
yeah.
is in another?
I could
Actually, that
punch
sounds
two
pretty
things at
fucking
once.
rad. Actually, think of it this way: you could punch 4 things at once because you'd be 2 skeletons with 4 arms.
Uh-huh.
You know, actually, I didn't think of that, but it still
Right?
doesn't seem that pleasant. Well, anyways, if you will assist me with this, I am sure it will work. And
All right,
if
Matthew,
you,
what do you think?
If you help me, I will give you what information I can.
And soul coins.
I don't have any of those, unfortunately.
Dang. All right, guys, I tried.
What we're here for, guys, a reminder is we're still looking for a way to...
You're looking for you're
Citadel.
trying to find the bleeding citadel. That's what you're trying to find.
Mm-hmm. Sure, I say we help him.
Yeah.
Thorgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent, excellent.
You said these
Well,
are...
You're agreeing.
Huh? I'm agreeing, yeah. Thorgrim, you said these are the 8 schools of magic?
Yeah, so the one you were on,
I wasn't on
was
any of them.
necromancy. I believe this one is abjuration. Yeah, it's abjuration.
I push him aside. This one is mind protection magic. No way this can hurt me.
He says he calls out to you while you're talking. I can see there is you are a little bit short, but I believe it should still work. You just need to spread out enough that the forces are not all concentrated on one at once.
We have Lulu, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
You can press one too.
Sure, why not? That's fun. Which one would you guys all like to go to?
Abjuration for the abjuration boy.
What was her name again?
I don't know what
Linda
the
goes
fucking
to the
schools
one
of-
that punches.
I
Yeah,
only
Lulu.
know
I'm
the
like,
schools of
Lulu,
magic in
you're my
the Elder
favorite
Scrolls.
floating elephant. Just thought you knew.
Shucks. You're my favorite half human.
Whoa.
Okay. That's
fucking
kind of
racist. Jesus.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. Fist pump.
Oh, sorry, T. Bagans. I didn't know. I won't say that again.
It's okay this time.
You are half a human. It's okay.
See, I'm used to it when the racist says it.
It hits different when it's a friend.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go to the.
That's our word, Lulu.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. No hard N on that human.
Huma.
All right, so you guys got to tell me which of the pillars you're standing near.
Well, the problem is I don't fucking know the schools unless we're in fucking.
All right,
Elder
okay.
Scrolls.
We
I'm
have
looking at the list right-
abjuration.
I've got a list in front of me.
All right.
These are all
Read the
fucking
list.
wrong.
I'll go to the.
I want mysticism. It's the one they took from us in Elder Scrolls 5.
I'll take the necromancy one.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
to
regret
the.
this.
I guess I'll go
Enchantment.
to evocation.
Evocation, okay.
That's the destruction one, and I'm all combat magic all the time.
Linda's confused and goes to the nearest unoccupied one.
Linda goes to the
Okay.
center, touches the center one.
No, Linda. No, the outer ones. Linda, the outer ones.
All right.
I'm just like, mine's an innie though.
Okay. And Matthew was on abjuration.
Yeah.
Where was Thorgrim?
I'm going to the enchantment one.
Is that everybody? I guess Idalian is like still passed out in the car. I guess.
I mean, technically, we could just say Dalian and Knight are here. I think that gets our numbers up to 8, actually, doesn't it?
Does it? Okay.
I think so.
Well, for the
Lulu,
purposes of this.
Yeah,
that
because
might
it's
be a
5
good
plus
idea.
3. Yeah, that's 8 people.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, we just
All right. So
drape their bodies over rocks. And...
grape them. Yeah.
Grape them. Yep.
Okay.
Woof.
All right. So what's left? Conjuration.
Strike that.
All right. That'll be Medallion. And illusion. Night. Okay. All right. So he watching you all make your way around to all the pillars and discuss amongst yourself which ones you're going to take. He just like watches all this. He says, Are you all in place?
Sure.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Question
All
mark.
right.
Is this a bad time to tell you I don't know magic? Ah!
You got.
That's fine. You just need the essence and the spirit web to distribute the force of the magics. You need not have any mastery of the art yourself. So, I will begin the ritual. Place your hands upon the stones, everyone.
Ooga chaka,
And
ooga ooga.
do not let go. It could be the death of us all if you were to fail in this.
Whoops, I let go.
You
I
think it's
have
like,
a
now I'm really
feeling-
thinking about letting go. Well,
It's like
I do
that
have
cliff.
some questions, and then he already starts doing it. Well, shit.
Yeah, right. It's like the fascination of that cliff that you just can't help but wondering what would happen if you fell off, or let go of the
Exactly.
pillar in this case.
You die
Okay.
horribly.
Yep. All right, so he begins chanting, and you feel a thrumming in the air as power begins to build. There's a crackling, and dust begins to, as it was blowing across the top of the plateau, it seems to stop in midair as it encounters this expanding field of magical energy around the pillars. And the air begins to haze and crackle as static energy builds up. This energy builds further, and you can almost a physical presence of thrumming that you can feel passing from your palms down into the ground and spreading out beneath you. This building thunderous crackling crescendos as this blaze of energy blasts out in a wave away from you, and in searing pain, this energy burns your flesh, and you all take
I like how many times he's wrong.
you all take 27 lightning damage.
Oh,
Ouch.
fuck.
As this explosion of energy blasts outward.
Hey, sir, I would like to uncanny dodge.
Yeah, you can't uncanny dodge this, unfortunately.
Okay, how about evasion? I'm just, it's a trap, right?
It's like when you're falling and you can't dodge the ground. It's that sort of thing here.
Actually, you can dodge the ground. It's called.
Yeah, talk to the
flexible,
monk.
That's fine.
How much
Yeah,
was it again?
if you're a monk, 27.
27?
Yep. And you all are blown backwards, skidding across the ground as with the detonation.
Is there a way to save to still hold on?
There's not. I mean, you could try, but like you literally had your palms pressed against the flat surface. Like, what are
Okay.
you gonna grab on?
I don't know. That's a fair point. I cry.
You
Oh,
cry
we're all
as you fly back through the air.
die.
All right, so as the dust clears, you're all kind of like, just you can feel the line of burn like traveling down from your arms down your legs into where your feet contracted into the ground. You feel some residual effects, like from the magics. So hey, Dave. Along with the blast of energy, a magical beam lances out and hits you. A magic missile is fired upon you. You take 1 force damage as it hits you, or actually 2 force damage. T-Bagans,
Yes.
you take 30 necrotic damage.
Fuck.
Oh,
30. Holy
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
How's T-Baggins
As the-
doing?
As
So-
the bubbling black energy still seethes within your body for a time before
There's
dissipating.
this thing called, like, I'm about to die.
Yep.
Even
Even
Linda?
with all the
Break.
extra health.
Hey, Linda.
Yeah.
You shake your head, clearing the shock from your eyes, and you look down, and your skin is a bright robin's egg blue.
Neat.
You kind of sit up and you
I blew myself.
look around. You perfect. Yeah. But you don't notice any other effects than that. Matthew,
You like, you're not really sure exactly what happened, but you're like, you're sitting on a bed of somewhat sharp stones, and you don't seem to feel them really. It's like your skin has hardened somewhat. And in game mechanical terms, you have +2 bonus AC for the next day.
Oh my god. I need to fight someone now.
Yeah. Thorgrim, along with the blast of energy, you feel a wave of disorienting magics pulse through your mind, disrupting your thoughts. I need you to make a DC 15 charisma save. Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Exercising your will, you pull your mind into one piece, reassembling all the disparate parts of your mind into one cohesive. You feel the fractures of your psyche meld together, and you suffer no additional ill effects.
Excuse you, sir. One Piece is definitely not cohesive.
All right. Idalian, she is AFK, but next to Idalian, a small round figure appears next to her, and it just kind of looks around indifferently, and just kind of like stands there. And next to Knight, there's an illusory swarm of bats is flying around Knight, just kind of fluttering around her head. Just like this flock of them. It's like there's a brief rustling sound of leathery wings, that you can hear, but they don't seem to have any physical substance.
Uh-oh. Is Lulu dead?
Did
You
Lulu
look
explode?
over at Lulu, and she's not in good shape.
I'm literally fried, and I'm like, is Lulu okay?
She's actually lying on the ground next to you. What would you like to do?
Yeah, well, I guess I better check to see if she's alive.
All right, so
Don't worry, I'm a doctor.
You roll on medicine? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you walk over to her, and to your relief, she's still breathing.
Excuse me, sir. I crawl because I'm almost dead.
You
I'm at 2
crawl.
hit points.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Wow. Yeah. So you
Really that
crawl.
hero's feast. Jesus.
You crawl over to Lulu, and she's laid out limp across the ground. And you lift up her head, and you notice that her eyes, there's like a white glaze over her eyes, and she doesn't seem to be seeing you when she looks up, but she almost as if her gaze is staring off into the distance. She says, "What is? I can see so far. What is this?"
You have a blind elephant, flying blind elephant. Ugh.
Goddamn
No,
magic.
she can see far.
She can see the future.
What are you seeing, Lulu?
Do you
I'm
see
not
any
sure. Thunderstorms.
I'm having trouble understanding. It's like I see everything.
Oh
It's
my
like-
god, an omnipotent omnifont.
I see a thousand pictures, 1,000 different scenes in my head. It hurts.
But do you see all the lonely people?
I don't see all of them.
Um,
Only most of them.
Matthew!
What?
I need your Healy magic.
I don't have
raise my
that.
hand.
I made for me too, but could you heal the Lulus?
As soon as when I get my mind unfuzzy, I'm going to wave my hands and cast Wolf, Beacon of Hope, targeting all of us. And then I'm going to
I don't know what that does, but okay.
choose for the next minute, all of us have advantage on wisdom saves and death saves, and regain max amount of healing from any healing.
Gotcha.
We have double advantage on wisdom saves.
So
Double
does that mean you roll
advantage.
4 times?
No, you can only ever have one advantage.
All
Unfortunately.
the times.
Unless we gotta give a advantage a proc chance.
Hmm.
I think it's...
No.
And then I'm going to cast upcast mass healing word.
Okay. Go ahead.
So we all regain 13 health.
Hey,
Nice.
let's move up to full.
13?
Yeah.
Wait, how's that to full? You took 27 damage, Tyler.
Oh, we had Heroes Feast, baby.
Oh, right.
Right, but that so you're still
He
below full.
He means full below the like full for normal, like not counting
Yeah,
the feast.
Tyler, that's not
Yeah.
temporary HP. Your max is all.
Okay, my normal full.
Yeah, I understand what you meant. Yeah. Okay. All right, so yeah, Thorgram waves his hands, and a pulse of soothing energy settles over you all. You feel some of the burns subside as the magics seal the energies, or the channels the energy carved through your flesh to reach the ground. So you're feeling better. T Bagans is still in fairly rough shape. But you are back on your feet. Lulu is still kind of staring off into the distance, seemingly in shock and alternately overwhelmed by all that her senses are seeing.
All right, Lulu. I'm gonna tie a rope to you, okay?
Oh, okay.
I tie a rope around Lulu and then tie it to my waist so that Lulu can't get lost.
Okay.
Apparently she's busy staring into an alternate dimension.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so after the blast of dust released from the detonation clears, you hear a grunting sound from within a grunting coughing sound from within the standing stones, and as the dust gradually clears, you no longer see this tall spindly form of the wizard. In its place, you see a hulking, almost gorilla-like figure.
Oh my god!
Instead, and you hear the voice say, "Well, that didn't work. Damn it! I was certain that would work."
Are you stuck in there still?
I thank you for your efforts. It seems that I am still trapped in here by that cursed one. How dare he? How dare he trap me in here? Just like slams his fist into the ground, and like you can hear a cracking of stone as its fist impacts. The pit fiend Bell trapped me here. I can't assist my master. And I can hear him calling out to me, but I cannot get out. You there. I meant what I said. I will give you my information if you assist me. It seems I cannot be freed by normal means, but my master, I'm certain he can free me. If you assist me in this, I can give you what you need. I know what you seek, and I know where you must go.
Okay.
What say you?
I'm still
You're,
thinking destruction of the runes.
Tink, tink, tink.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
T-Bags is like, look, I ain't getting near those things again.
Yeah, they hurt him.
Yeah, let's start with Matthews. That one seemed safe.
Guys, I feel great. Who wants to fight? Like right now. I'll fight the gorilla.
Hey, Matthew.
Let's do this.
Matthew.
Well, I mean,
Hold-
you still took 27 lightning damage.
Yeah, but I
I'm
feel
like, Matthew,
fine.
And
hold
that was
still.
remember that was when it was split between all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So think about that for a sec. Anyways,
27 divided by 8 multiplied by 16. 2 by
lots of
5.
damage.
Matthew, what's your AC right now?
23.
All right, hold still. I have to crit to hit you with my fist.
Anyways, the hulking figure says,
Ah.
I regret the necessity. I regret the necessity of appearing other than my true form, but you must realize that oftentimes my form is a little intimidating to one such as yourselves.
Nah.
And you have to agree, as his hulking form towers almost halfway up the height of the standing stones. He's far larger than any earthly gorilla that he resembles. But I suppose a little bit more I should be a little more forthcoming, considering. You may call me Ubalux. I am a Bargura in service of my Lord Shumarath.
Servant of who?
Sugarath.
Write it down.
Ouch! You've never heard of him?
Well,
I suppose
I'm only asking for spelling. I'm sorry.
Well, I suppose you mayfly mortals. I suppose I must extend you some courtesy. My lord and myself have been locked away for several generations of your mortal kind. My lord is Shumarath. He is the pit lord, and I have been his loyal lieutenant. I was attempting to assist my lord in his conflicts with the pit fiend Bell. However, due to betrayal most foul, I was lured here and trapped before I could render my most potent aid.
So, for clarification, are you either asking us to free you or bring your master to you?
He wants
Or are
us
you-
to bring his imprisonment to the knowledge of his master.
Okay.
Yes, you see, I doubt that any efforts by us and you would be able to defeat this barrier. It seems beyond, if it is beyond me, and as it is, seems to be the case, and even with your assistance, minor yet significant nevertheless, if we are not able to defeat it, then I fear no effort of ours will be able to. It requires the attention of my master.
Okay,
So,
but
for
here's
yours,
my proposition. How are you with healing magics? Because this sounds like we're about to go on a fetch quest, and this would be like our 8th series of like connected fetch quests to the point where I don't even know what we're doing in the first place. So like, how about they go stand by the truck? I'm gonna sit here and chisel this out, and when it kills me, you bring me back to life.
I have no skill in that area, but I do have connections that could bring you back to the mortal coil, for a price.
But the
I
price
do
is
not-
your freedom and the lack of another fetch quest.
So I do not ask that you go fetch something. As it happens, my master's prison is quite close by. You may have noticed it as you passed over this canyon yonder, that I can even see with my eyes from this vantage. That which you passed over and that which you see within that canyon is my master. Yes, that is true.
Your master's the goo.
That is, he nods, that is the remains of my master. He is being held at bay by the regular infusion of liquid from the river Styx. This prevents him from reconstituting himself into his true form, rendering him somewhat impotent.
if you were to go and block off this minor tributary, then he would be able to reform himself, both to free me, to bestow boons and honors upon you, his rescuers, and to crush his rival Bell. This would also allow me, of course, to give you what you seek, which is the location of the Bleeding Citadel.
Actually, we asked for a Taco Bell Grande, 2 5-layer burritos, and
a cheesy beefy potato burrito. Thank you.
yeah.
Hey,
No.
that's
No
the
more
kind of
Invent.
deal that Dave has already made.
Yeah.
Actually, that's how they came back. That's how potatoes came back. We made this deal. I see how it
They're
happens.
actually, yeah, potatoes actually aren't from the mortal plane. They're actually like a hella spawn. And it's
That's
just,
why they're so delicious and
No,
universal.
they came
Yeah.
back because potatoes are unbelievably easy to grow in abundance, and the fact that they got rid of them was fucking stupid. Because potatoes are not the most expensive ingredient.
Yeah, they're fucking easy as shit to make into basically anything you want.
What say you to my proposition? My master is most powerful, and I can speak on his behalf. He can offer a contract to honor you with boons as well as information if you are to free him.
Sure, but yeah, all right, why not? I pull out my one of my kits and I start writing all the requirements of our deals.
okay. So he says,
Item 1. To fulfill your end of the bargain, you must dam the flow of the river Styx where it spills into the chasm.
Actually, you want to at the mouth of the tributary, or not the mouth of the tributary, at the start of the tributary, not the where it spills in. Otherwise, it's gonna flow around your dam.
Yeah.
Yes, as luck would have it, that is the narrowest point. I can even see it with my own eyes, so I can direct you where to go. If you fulfill this quest, I will provide you with the answer to the secret you desire, as well as a boon to your... I will also provide a boon to your... Or rather, my master will enhance your ability of choice. This I promise.
Teabag is like, and then I get to be tall again.
Do we have an accord?
Okay, but just your arms and legs get longer. Like your torso stays halfling.
Oh yeah.
so you got like this tiny little torso.
What say you?
Oh, I'm down. Why not?
We already are in for a penny. Might as well go in for a pound.
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Right.
Okay. On the road again.
On the road again. So, right. So you indicate your ascent, and the devil, his name was Ubalox. Yeah, Ubalox the devil. I forgot his name for a second there. He reaches up with one huge paw-like claw and carves these reddish rents into the air, arcane hellish symbols through which you can see a gout of fiery energy spill. And then in front of you, there's a jet of flame briefly forms on the ground. And in front of you, a small winged figure pops out. There's a small imp has been summoned before you. This one will be the bearer of the tools which I will provide for God, that blooping sound keeps throwing me for a loop. Can you silence? Can I silence?
You still have that turned on? I haven't had that bloop
I don't know
in
how
years.
to. How do you turn that off? Is that just in the
Somewhere
channel
your
settings? Chat.
Notifications.
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So then also he continues writing, and those the symbols appear in front of you all as a group, and after he passes over it with the writing, it sort of cools in midair into more of like a almost like a think like jet contrail made of ash, but suspended in the air in the form of words in front of you. He says, "Take that which the articles of our agreement have been written upon the air, mix it into water, and drink it, and thus our bargain is sealed."
Okay.
Take it.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Take it.
Already made a deal with the devil.
If you wish to receive the boon from my master, you must partake of this.
Oh, we all have to do it.
Indeed.
Fine.
Well,
disease anyways.
Whatever. I've already almost died several times. Not even just today.
All right, so you
Lulu, touch the thingy.
What? Touch what?
Don't worry about it. I got you. And I put Lulu's elephant thing on it.
All right, so he what he said is you have to take the substance of the ash, mix it with water, and then drink it. That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you know
I
what?
mixed Lulu's too.
We all had to.
All right, Lulu,
Okay.
you gotta drink this, okay?
Oh, okay. Is it taste good? What is it? Oh
Yeah,
God!
sure.
Oh.
I put my hand in her mouth so she can't. She
all
can't
got
not.
for
She can't not
27.
spit it out. So she has to drink it.
Oh. Tea bagels. What is this stuff?
Only because
It's a part of our contract.
Are you
Trust
sure he's
me.
not pranking you? Ugh.
Yeah, trust me, I've worked with these guys before.
All right, so do you guys all partake?
Yep.
Add a little bit of mint to mine.
Just like a little tea, right? There's a little sprig of a leaf floating on it.
It's like Alka-Seltzer. You gotta just shoot it and get it over.
Yeah, actually, I just put a little bit of lime in mine, just so I get that smell, so I can just ignore the taste.
Sure. All right. Yeah, so you pound it, and it's just bitter beyond belief. It's kind of like a mixture of sulfur and just essence of grapefruit mixed with something else awful. But and it definitely doesn't go down easy. But the taste recedes, and you feel none the different, but you do feel like a strange sense of purpose burgeoning within you. And you have a mental picture of your goal. You can see in your mind's eye the place where you must destroy this tributary that mentioned by Ubelux. He seems to have imparted some information along with this contract. And seeing that you've consumed it, the devil says, "Good. I see we are in agreement. Now, take this minion of mine. He possesses tools that will make this task possible. They have the potential to destroy the rock face around the tributary, thus bringing it down and ceasing the flow of the river Styx in this place." And he points to the southeast, where you already have some awareness of where to go, but he indicates the direction. He says, "Now go and fulfill the bargain. You will be rewarded as promised."
Salute. Aye, aye, Captain.
Nope, not your captain. Come here, Earth Burning Jim.
Don't give him any extra authority.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with these types. Okay. All right, so do you guys head out?
Yep. Back in the car. Oh, I'm not muted.
Okay. Just a sec.
Let's do the time warp again.
Ditto.
Just to hop to the right.
And just a step to the left. Okay, so you make your way. It's not that it true to his word. It is not that far as the crow flies to this tributary. The chasm itself is fairly narrow but incredibly deep. Maybe you drop a rock off the edge, counting. You don't even hear it hit the bottom, but just by visual estimation, it could be as much or more than a mile deep. The glowing green light shining up from below lights some portion of the walls, but as you approach your target location, you see the somewhat narrow flow of the river Styx pooling into the chasm.
Ew.
All right. So, who's got the?
I got the bank sticks.
I love
I got 'em
Linda
right
is
here.
just dancing on the edge.
Yeah,
yeah, right. I was gonna say who's got the
I got him.
Smooth Earth spell.
I got the bank sticks. Don't
Night
worry.
does.
The boss gave them to me.
We just like close this up. Good to
Night.
Oh, yeah. See, this is why you don't fucking let nerds tell you how a dam works, because you were damming the wrong end of the river.
He's not okay. He's not actually damming it. You're blowing up this thing to to stop the flow of this little tributary. You're going too far down the dam.
Right,
road.
but see, you stop the flow of this, and then all of that head above it just then spills over somewhere else.
That may be the case, but presumably this devil with like 26 int figured that out, and you assume that this is gonna work.
No, I don't. I assume some fucking D&D nerd was like, "This is how a dam works, right?"
Don't talk about Chris Perkins that way.
I think it's probably more just that
wrong and you know it.
No.
I think he probably just only needs like a minute or something like that, and then he's good to go.
Yeah, for all you know, it's only the continuous influx of Styx material that's stopping this pit fiend from reconstituting himself. All right, so you arrive. So as you approach this deep rift slashing across the surface of Avernus, it gets closer. As far as the eye can see, it's again over. It seems to be over a mile deep, and this undulating lake of slime at the bottom. It's pulsing almost as if with breath.
So
it spits over the edge.
The imp thing is like sitting here like, I got boomsticks. I'm like, so
real quick, Emily, don't put your DNA in hell's splooge. Okay, we don't need.
What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you over Alara.
Don't put your DNA in hell's splooge.
Emily, why are you talking about Magic the Gathering sets? Like, Alara was a good set and all, but.
Okay,
so
let me.
That Tyler made another one.
Let me finish my description here, you guys.
All right.
Okay, so as you approach the target site, you see dangling from a bent iron crane that leans out over the chasm is an iron cage containing a hairless, green-skinned humanoid wearing shackles on its ankles.
Gross.
The crane lowers the cage by a chain into the slime, immersing the creature in goo for a minute before hoisting it gradually back out. This dunking continues again and again, and the trapped creature seems helpless to stop it.
Okay.
And
who's that?
I don't know. This is where you find yourselves.
Oh no, I asked the imp who that is.
Are they dunking him in Nickelodeon slime?
Oh, okay. Second question.
What am I supposed to know? Every single devil that lives down here? What do you think who I am? I just work here.
Hey, you just work in this area. I just thought maybe you would actually know, the things. in
Oh
it.
yeah, you mortals all assume that all the devils know each other.
Aren't you an imp?
Well, don't you feel stupid now?
Aren't you an imp? Aren't you just the little busy boy?
Well, aren't
do
you
all
some sort
the
of human?
small work? Yeah,
Why are
born
you
and
being
raised.
Actually,
clink, clink.
I'm not racist.
I don't know. All you mortals look alike.
Exactly what I thought. Anyways, real question: if you have the boomsticks and we're just placing it and lighting it and then leaving, why didn't you just do that?
Because I can't do that with the
Oops.
Actually. Yeah, my master, he can't just summon me willy-nilly. He needs the soul connection to be able to reconstitute my form outside of that barrier there. You see? Otherwise, his essence can't travel beyond it. So it's that connection from your contract that allows me to exist.
That sounds like bureaucracy.
Yeah, well, clearly
Welcome
you haven't
to
been
hell.
down here too long.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way of things.
Yeah. Hey, Emily, you think of the DMV? That's hell. It's the same thing.
I'd argue that there are some other worse places besides the DMV.
Well, yeah, but we don't talk about the Capitol Hill.
Yeah, God. Too soon, man.
Get that movie in there.
All right.
So he says, "Look, are we gonna get on with this or what?"
I guess. Should we yell at the green person? Hey, you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hello.
you.
I could use a hand here.
Who are you,
hear
and
his-
why should we help you?
You hear his voice echoing up from the chasm.
I just wait for him to come back up.
Yeah, he's like green goo drips from his body.
Yeah, who are you, and why should we help you?
Why are
Look,
you being dunked?
I don't remember. I've been here for so long. I'm Bozit.
Bozit.
Yeah, that's my name.
Should we let Bozit
Good
down?
to meet you. How do we set up the dynamite?
They're called boomsticks, you idiot.
Okay,
Yeah.
how do we set it up?
You don't set anything up. I do it. That's my job.
Your head is so
Oh,
strong.
okay.
Okay,
By head, I mean neck.
Look, what we got going on here is a classic set and blow up type scenario. Okay, I'll do the setting. You just
Yeah.
protect me, all right?
But she wasn't supposed to be able to do this for
Yeah,
Okay.
months.
Cause see, my boss, he told me that Bell's legions are still around these parts, so they might try to stop any of this.
Alright.
Have we thought about cutting the
forward?
fuse
Thank you.
shorter?
I mean, if we did that, then we'd all be blown to smithereens. Do you want that?
Well,
Maybe.
this sounds a lot like a defend the fuse mission. So, why don't we just make the fuse shorter?
Okay, well, I mean, if you wanna metagame and analyze all the missions and quests and plot hooks we do, then you could maybe do something else. I don't know. If you want to pick apart all the plot points,
All right. Anyways, Green Man.
You're right. Let's do a longer fuse.
Look, just all I care about is just let me do my job. I'll set these up, and you just protect me. All right? Does that sound good?
Yep.
Yep.
Matthew wants to fight.
Okay.
Matthew wants to fight. Matthew wants to fight. Right, Alara?
Linda wants a fight.
Say something.
well,
Make
good.
him look better.
Do we have any
There we
heals
go.
though? I could use some healing.
Okay, just a second.
Maybe. Possibly. Somebody in the team that has healing magic. Up here.
Ask
maybe
the-
we should have
Come up.
healed
I am a
TJ
combat
in the
medic. You
car
get
on
my
the way here.
healing when you die.
Come
Oh,
up.
I see.
And I'll
Mr.
I'll give
Uncanny
you some
Dodge.
healing.
You guys I'll let you guys
come
do
on.
some prep work. So why don't you think about your? I'll let you guys arrange yourselves and stuff. The imp is going to be doing his work. Shoot.
So,
The imp is
I'm
going to
gonna
be
check out
doing
this-
his work around here, you guys. So if you want to plan out where you stand and like what your orientation is, and like you can even prepare spells and stuff, because you're expecting resistance, all right? So this is not the sort of thing that you would need to roll for. You can just prep stuff. But I gotta do some tinkering while you do that. So
Okay.
yeah, what you have a question?
No,
Yeah,
I'm just saying, CJ, you get the 17.
Oh, cool. Thanks. I was gonna check out the crane and see if there's a way I can get it to stop.
Yeah, sure. There is sort of a mechanism on like a winch wheel type scenario that it's there's like some sort of mechanism in there that is controlling the motion of the winch. So you could attempt to disable it if you wanted.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. One moment. Okay, so why don't you make a dexterity check? Because you're trying to pick it, or actually describe to me how you're trying to disable this, because there's different ways you could go about it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check out the mechanisms and see if there's a way in which I can basically just either remove a part from it from like tinkering with it, or get something like stuck in there with like a rock or something that's nearby to jam it up.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So why don't you roll dexterity then?
Okay.
Because you're like trying to do this without losing a finger, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Would that be dexterity or acrobatics?
Well, are you doing a backflip while you do all this?
I could.
I'm thinking it's dexterity. Nice.
You can do whatever you want. But...
Well, I'm not saying you can't do a backflip while you do this. Okay.
I do the backflip.
You do the backflip. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I was kind of being facetious there. It is a dexterity check, but okay, with a 17.
No, the 23 was for the backflip.
Yeah, I figured. So you're going for more like the stylish dismount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Them dismount points.
Okay. All right. So
then I'm gonna bargain with this guy.
You tinker with the mechanism there, and it kind of like jerks and scrapes to a halt, and for a moment, it just like stops, and then something you hear the break of metal, and just like screaming, the chain goes flying down the path, down into the gully, just letting out, sparks flying as the chain just goes spinning downward. You hear the cry of the figure enchained. Or inside the cage, screaming as and the screaming sounds rapidly fading as it plummets down. But what would you like to do?
I was gonna bargain with that guy, but oh
well. You hear a distant splash as it enters the
you guys want to help me pull this up real quick?
No?
No.
I'll try. I won't be much help, but I'll try.
Also,
you live
for
with
the
your
record, Linda doesn't recognize T. Baggins being stretched.
Wait, what?
No.
What?
He's not gonna be stretched until
after
we do the.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I know, but she just won't recognize it.
Rude.
Okay.
she will refuse to acknowledge.
Just always talking to his belly button.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like I'm like a 6 foot tall halfling. Like.
That'd be so weird.
No, he's just forever short in her mind.
Yep.
Anyways, so I guess I'll try to pull up the chain enough that this guy isn't drowning.
Okay, yeah, well, because it basically let all the way out, and he's sinking into the goop. So it's gonna be a strength check.
I'm getting assistance from Thorgrim, I guess.
Yeah. So are you guys gonna just like pull up the chain?
Yes.
Because you're lifting the entire weight of the chain and the cage there. It's gonna be extremely difficult.
I'm sure the two weakest
Right.
members of the party have this under their control.
First of all, Knight's not over here. So
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, she's the weakest.
I have a 10 strength, good sir.
And okay, no, you have an 8. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm the third weakest member in the party.
So how do you want to tackle this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pull it up just enough that he's no longer drowning, and then I'm gonna stick a pin in the ground and hook the chain on it, so that way he doesn't drown.
Oh, I see. So you're just gonna try and lift it enough so his head is above the liquid, basically.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And Thorgrim is assisting you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in that case, you don't have disadvantage. You have normal roll. This is not easy for you to do.
11.
Okay. You don't pull it up.
I can't even get his head above the water, huh?
You and Thorgrim are straining, just every muscle of your body focusing on it. Just like you're both straining, pulling as hard as you can, but you can't lift it. Just the weight of the
Lulu,
chain.
fly harder, because Lulu's still tied to me.
Lulu, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, Lulu is pulling against the rope against you. You kind of lift up in the air with your arms on the chain still, but despite your efforts, you're not able to budge it. It's just too much weight.
Anyone else want to come help? Maybe stop this person from dying horribly.
Nah,
drowning
it's
in
funnier. This is funnier.
Isn't it hilarious when people drown in ooze?
No, it's funny because you can't raise him out of the ooze. You're
I
too
feel like
weak.
we shouldn't worry about somebody who was imprisoned by devils.
And is also a devil.
Yeah. I'm fine with them dying.
Yeah, it's kind of a not my circus, not my monkey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I tried to save him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you just gasping with effort. You just let go. And nothing really seems to happen. You don't hear any more echoing voices up from below. But the imp over here is like, "Are y'all done messing around over there? I want to get on with this. I got stuff to do."
I'm gonna hide behind Matthew.
Okay.
Standing
All right.
just
So
my
in
bow.
the middle, just looking around, ready to
that
cast.
was a really low roll.
I rolled a 2, guys.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you guys a chance to prepare something if you want. Does one of you want to play as a Dalian and or Knight? Hey Tim, you have experience with druids, right? Do you want to also play Knight?
Yeah, shit. Hold on.
I mean, it
Tyler,
is
how do
like
I-
9 o'clock, by the way, people. I don't know.
Oh, well, actually,
late
yeah.
you guys wanna go?
How late do you guys want to go? This is going to be a combat encounter, in case you hadn't already figured that out.
How long do you judge it to be?
I mean, it probably wouldn't be that long. It's not like a major encounter. It's totally up to you guys.
No, why don't we end it here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way we're not like
On
accidentally.
a literal cliffhanger.
Haha.
Yeah.
Well, no, the cliffhanger's dead. We killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, we killed him. I mean, I tried to save him.
We
Yeah,
it's like-
collectively did
killing
not.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yep. No, actually, that's a great cliffhanger. It'd be like, you can see it being set up in a book or something or a movie. He's like on the cliff, and then at the end of the movie, he just like falls down and dies, and that's the end of the movie. Yeah.
Well,
Womp.
that also saves the whole like 10-minute process of me learning how to look at the digital character sheets.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be easier to have them actually here to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she doesn't have all the spells that you had, right? I seem to recall
No.
she picked different ones.
Neko just
from
had
what
a
you were
shitty
doing,
day
I
today
mean.
too. So allegedly she'll be
Oh,
here
yeah.
next time. And
Yeah,
so did
okay,
Rachel.
fair enough. Yeah. Well, good job, guys. That was fun. I'm glad we got to play more. It was too long. Sorry
long.
that it didn't work out the other times. It just kind of like the voodoo curse got me, you know?
It happens.
All right, now
Yeah.
Timmy,
Yep.
my shopping trip.
Oh yeah, yeah. You want to do that? Let's figure that out.
Okay.
So,
If you guys want to
yeah.
dip, that's fine. We're just gonna resolve all of T Bacon's shopping. Thanks for coming, everybody. It's fun. I'm glad we got to do.